body, and everybody clap your hands. We lambda, 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 and omega move. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me, Lamar. We got Tekashi beating on his gong. The boys and the moves are clapping along. And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4 foot tall. So won't you come on out here on the floor, so we can work our bodies like never before. Break.
Okay, get Harry in here. There he is.
Hello, can you hear me?
The birthday boy is here. Yes.
Well, happy. Is it your birthday too?
It is. It's all both of our birthday. Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yes. Hello, everybody.
So how have you been? When was the last time I saw you? It's been a while.
Yeah, got a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going on?
Yeah, you know, that's how it is. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you
sir.
perfectly.
Good. I got to check every time.
Hey, Eddie, Cleveland, everybody, hello. 𝐏𝐫𝐸, 𝐷𝐚𝐬𝐬. You know, I reached out to DJ Scotty. I haven't heard back. I haven't heard back, so I hope he's doing okay.
He's been sick lately, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think Rob might have been in touch with him. I'm not sure. So I don't. I think I asked about him a couple weeks ago.
I bought a bunch of 45s this week.
Oh boy, let's see him.
You don't want to see these.
Why?
I have never seen records like these. I don't know what to do with them. I looked them up. They go for anywhere from $25 to $100 a piece. But it's all racist shit.
Oh boy. Okay.
What do you mean racist shit? You mean like prejudice crap?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not even going to say the word, but look at the title.
There is no music yet.
Some niggers never die. Johnny who? Johnny who?
Yeah, I mean, look at them. Look at them. Look how many there are.
Let's not show any more because Bobby is obviously going to just go ahead and say the title.
It's a word, for Christ's sakes, you know.
I would just prefer not to have it said on my stream.
I know. I just don't know what to do with these because I definitely don't.
Why did you? How did you get them? Where did you get them from?
I bought about I don't know, 1,000, maybe 800 45s in a collection, and they were in the collection.
I did that with some Nazi stuff once. So.
I don't know. Maybe you want to donate them to NCAAPP or whatever. They can burn them or whatever.
Maybe I just break them and throw them away.
No. It's history is what it is, right? 500 years from now, that stuff will be important. Maybe less time. Who knows? Have you listened to any of it?
There's one because it says happy birthday to Tommy from Vietnam, and it's all about people who are in Nam, and you know, you got people back here burning draft cards and stuff. This one's more political really than anything else.
So it's not comedy or nothing, eh?
Oh no, these are deadly serious. These are all sick that some of the people actually put this shit out.
Well, Jesus, I'd be listening to it, seeing how fucked up they are, right?
Hey, Seaford.
I like to know, you know, how bad the bear is, right? Whether it's a big bear or a little bear.
I'm assuming you can hear the music now, Eddie.
This is my favorite Todd Rundgren album.
My favorite Todd Rundgren song.
Probably most people's favorite.
I don't know. Herman of Mink Hollow is pretty popular.
I got a white label promo of this. I've got the half speed master, original master, whatever, the record store day thing. I got about 4 copies.
So this was the I think this is the MFSL. No, this is the different one. I had the MFSL and a disc they did years ago. So Bobby, it looks like a week from Monday is when we're going to target to hang out.
Well, just let me know when, where, and what time, and I'll be there with bells on, buddy.
Well, so it's Monday, so a week from this Monday. I know that.
He's telling you right now.
No, you gotta give me an address for fuck's sake.
Well, I don't know yet. It's not like I
Well,
live
that's
in
what
Toronto.
I mean.
So.
When you guys find out where you're meeting, may I make a suggestion?
I'm just giving you a heads up that it's going to be on Monday.
Just one day?
Keep your calendar
Yeah,
open.
Only
just one day.
Just one, only one day?
Yeah, only one day.
Why are you here in Toronto?
To go see Rush.
No, what? You're working here?
No,
You're
I'm going to go see Rush.
Well, it's a long way to drive or to come. I mean, weren't they playing in California?
So I had the option to go wherever I wanted to, and so I chose Toronto. So yeah.
Why do you have? What do you mean you had the option? You had free.
So no, 𝐸𝐸𝐺, his wife works for Rush's management, and 𝐸𝐸𝐺 is a vice president in Atlantic. So he got me tickets to wherever I wanted to go.
Nice.
And I said, if I get to choose, I want to go to Toronto, and see Rush in Toronto. I mean, what better place to see Rush than in Toronto,
Oh,
Plus,
that's
plus
where
I'm like
Rush
going.
comes from.
I'm like going. Bobby's there, Mark's there, Darren's there, and Ed's driving up. So I mean, there's quite a few people that I know that I've known for years that I could actually meet. So
Well, there might be some more guys than that show up that you weren't aware of. Actually,
well, I'm sure there are, but
I don't know his last name or anything, but Rick's he might show up.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone is welcome. I mean, I'm not excluding. I'm just saying, hey, I'm going to be there. We're going to go hang out. That's what's going to happen.
Well, some of them people, they're going to want to meet me over you,
I don't care.
Actually,
Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out, Bobby. Say yes.
Well, I've met 21 different BC members. You guys will just add to the thing, right? I remember telling Mazzy that one time, and Mazzy must have met 100 or something like that, right? He met a lot of BC guys, Mazzy.
I've met a few.
Hey, John.
Hey, Harry. Me and Steve carpooled.
Yeah, apparently so.
Hey, Bobby.
How you doing, Johnny, Steve?
Hey, what's
Patrick.
up, guys? Bobby.
Greetings.
Harry.
Harry is
Hello,
back.
everybody.
Yes, we have. So Harry was showing us his epic 45 haul that nobody wants.
I want him. Send him to me. I'll listen to the goddamn.
Here, send him to me and I'll cross him over the border.
What kind of music,
What
Harry?
do you do with this kind of stuff?
Make them big.
No, I'm not going to make it.
Oh,
No, this
jeez,
was
no.
Yeah, good
you
luck.
can't
You're
even,
on. Yeah.
You're on your own. You can't even sell that on eBay.
Yeah. You can't, or
Took a
Discogs.
while.
Yeah, you'll get banned. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that
It
stuff.
came in a collection that I bought.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I do that.
Hey, Boot Trader, Cleveland, Darren. All right, so as I
You could
told
burn
Bobby, Darren,
Yeah,
so it
take
looks
them,
like
spoil 'em.
Monday's the day we're all going to try to meet, and I know everybody's wanting to meet Bobby, so it's Monday's meet Bobby day. So just so you know, so, yeah.
Be prepared. He's louder in person than he is on here.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I've been kicked out of better countries than that, So yeah.
We might get kicked out of a couple of places if I'm in attendance.
Oh boy.
How many times you been kicked out of a bar, Bobby?
Twice.
I gotta think.
Twice. Once I was kicked out because the guy thought I was underage. I was actually playing baseball, and I went in there with my ball team. I was 26 years old, but the guy, the bouncer or whatever the fuck the guy was, he thought I didn't have no ID with me. In them days, I never carried ID. And the guy says, "You're not 21 years old," and he threw me out of the bar. All the rest of the guys, some of them younger than me, were laughing at me.
I think
There
he's
was-
going. I think that guy's showing up on Monday too, Bobby. So y'all can like talk about that from years ago.
Oh, yeah,
He'll be there. Yeah.
There was a bar that we started going to when I was like 16 that we had been drinking in for years. And I remember on my 21st birthday, I was in there and I was going to ask for a free beer because it was my 21st birthday.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my buddy talked me out of it. He's like, dude, we'll get banned from this place we've been going there for like 5
Yeah.
years at this point, you know. They had never carded. We worked right by there, and we used to go there after work, and they just never questioned it, you know.
Your friend was was good to tell you not to.
Yeah, it would have ruined the bar, but it would have been a better story than the one I just told.
Oh, yeah.
That we actually got kicked out after 5 years going there.
Great record. It's in the. If it's not the best, it's in the top 3.
Yeah, Hunky Dory's up there.
I just like that trio of. Actually, even Aladdin Sane I'll throw in there, but that Ziggy Stardust and then the Pinups, the covers album.
Yeah.
Stardust is still my favorite album by Bowie.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite, but this is damn good. This is second.
I love
Well,
Ziggy
he's got a lot of
Stardust,
good-
but Heroes has always been my favorite record. I love the Berlin records.
One thing
Always
about
been
Bowie,
Lips and for me.
he always had a lot of tunes I could handle. One thing about Bowie. I guess they were hits, right?
He had great tunes off every single
Oh,
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, every album might not be great, but he had great tunes on every
Even
album.
his 80s records that I didn't
Yeah.
like, all of those had like 2 really killer songs on them.
Yeah.
And he did a couple of what I consider outstanding numbers, one of them being Heroes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, Heroes
that's
fantastic.
one of my favorite songs of all time.
Know what's a sleeper of a great song is Modern Love. It's
Yeah,
a little later, but
yeah.
what a killer, like, and you just treat it like, oh, that's just one of his pop hits, but it's a
Yeah.
brilliant song.
That's a solid album.
It's still in the 90s.
There's like 4 hits on that record.
Ziggy Stardust was kind of like the Velvet Underground record, though. Those 2 records, you know, my whole life people talk about how great those records were, and I remember at like 16 when I was really getting into music, I got both of those, and I didn't get either one. I was like, I don't get why people love these so much, you know. And
Yeah,
of
I
course,
might.
now I love both of them, but
I don't know if I could see it, but I had a cassette in
I
high
almost
school
played- I
of
almost
Hunky
played
Dory
Life
and
on
Ziggy
Mars.
Stardust, like someone made, and I played that over and over.
Ground
Took me a while to
Control
get
to
into
Major Tom, over and over again. Ground Control to Major Tom.
Yeah, that was the first one I really liked.
But that's an amazing song if you think of it. It was like that song came out while Woodstock's going on. It sounds like it should have came out in 1974. You know?
that sounds more like it should have been Ziggy Stardust area. It's amazing that came out on the record it came, and nothing
Yeah.
else on that record sounded like that song.
No,
you know?
that song sounds like
Yeah.
it should be the early mid 70s.
Yeah.
But it's right there in the hippie era.
My favorite song that he wrote, though, is the one about the little fat man, Ricky
Yes.
Gervais.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think Ricky Gervais wrote it, but still, it's great.
Did you watch that Ricky Gervais video from his band?
No, I don't know if I did or not.
You may not have been on here weird. So Ricky Gervais was a musician, and there's I don't think he released an album. Did he? Isn't it just a single?
Yeah, I think 2 singles and then
Okay.
that song on the comp. Yeah, a
But
couple
there's
of singles.
one song that's great. There's a video of it. He's super skinny. It's kind of like looking at Robert Smith in like '79, how skinny he is. But he looks and sounds exactly like Bowie. He's going 100% for the Bowie.
Yeah, he's got
aesthetic.
the white makeup on
Yeah,
and the
oh,
hair,
it's
and they're like
great.
new romantics. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the best videos I've ever watched, though. It's Gervais and Bowie on extras.
Yes, it's so funny.
and it
I
builds
like
up.
everything he does.
That poor Gervais character, it just keeps piling
Yeah.
on every episode. He gets,
He's got another series he did. I think it's called
The Office?
Life After Death, I think. Or his wife
Yeah,
passed away.
I saw a
Really
couple
good
episodes. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I was watching, but then I turned it off, and I don't know if I could watch it again.
Had a pretty good haul this week. My wife wasn't happy when she saw the credit card bill, but whatever.
My wife wasn't.
She usually doesn't say nothing. She said something this time.
I've never heard you ever mention that your wife wasn't happy, so I expect this to be epic.
There's some good stuff. This is all UK pressings. The first one's a bootleg, but you know, I love this. I can't afford. The originals of this were like $600.
What is with you guys showing shit like this today? It's like you want to get me killed, shut down like instantly today. Between Harry's Racist 45.
These are all OG or UK pressings.
Nice.
Orgasmatron, Bomber, Overkill. This is like a repress like 2 years later, but it's still a UK pressing.
Yeah, nice.
And I got this for like a third of what it goes for, but Acid Eaters from Ramones.
Oh, nice. I don't have that. I only have a CD of that.
So there you go.
Very cool.
What
label is 1916 on in England? Is that bronze? Is that Mercury?
I don't know. I have the U.S. pressing.
Oh, U.S. Okay, U.S. Yeah, okay.
No, that's not. I didn't show it there though.
Not 19. I meant Orgasmatron. Sorry, I was picturing Orgasmatron.
It's on GVR or GWR.
Oh, okay, yeah, GVR. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, GWR. Or is it GVR?
Yeah, I think it's GWR,
yeah,
but
GWR.
I think that's what mine is.
I picked up one nice record this week. It really is mint. But the nice thing about it is it's got the poster too.
That's the best part about that is the poster.
Yes, we know.
I've never seen it. What is it?
Don't fuck it up.
Looks like the White Album. Oh, I never seen that poster.
Neither have I.
Yeah, they have a whole second. 1/3 of the panel is just blank. They could have like made the guys bigger, you know.
I guess it only comes in this pressing of the.
That OBI looks a little suspicious. The lettering on it.
Why?
I don't know. It looks like cartoon lettering. It doesn't look Japanese.
Yeah, different font.
Looks like it says headache sideways.
1976 pressing.
You know, them posters and albums back then, we either taped them to the wall or we pinned them to the wall. We didn't save them, believe me.
I'm shocked at how many albums still have posters in them.
I found enough with the posters in that you guys didn't pin them all up.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about the 70s and the 80s is the poster would be something different. It wouldn't be that like new albums with it's just the album cover. You know.
The Dylan Greatest Hits one, right? The poster. It was like that one they took out. That one's hard to find.
In the 60s, posters only cost $1, and a lot of them, you know, like from San Francisco.
But Bobby, $1 was a lot of money then.
Well, yeah, I got the
to a kid, you know, to me at that time, $1 was a lot of money.
But it was still $1, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we had a lot more disposable income back then. But
I mean,
I need to get that poster
at that time, you could get a full-size candy bar for a nickel. So $1 was a lot of money.
$1 is a lot, though, when you consider a record was $4, you know?
I need to get that poster for my record room.
I remember 45s. I remember 45s for 19 cents. And then there were a quarter, right?
Yep. Records are cheaper now than they ever were, I believe.
Yeah, some.
If you look at...
I mean, by inflation standards.
Yeah. And you're getting the best pressings you've ever got.
I don't know.
Yes, hit or miss.
They're trying to push it right now with $38 single LPs.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the audiophile was always going to be more. I just mean regular records.
A lot of the regular records now you're starting to see jump up into the 30s for a single LP.
Really?
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The records are, you know, according to inflation and everything, an awful lot cheaper.
Well, look at my first job. I got paid, I think, $3.15 an hour. You know, at 16, 15, whatever it was, 15 probably. and a record was $7.99. It was anywhere from $5.99 to I think $7 or $8.99 in 1985, let's say, or 86.
Yeah, sounds right.
My daughter's first job, just working at the mall, she's getting $17 an hour, and a record is about $25 just to go in, get a mainstream rock album. Not a reissue, not an audiophile.
An hour raise and like being blown. I remember being happy to get a 25-cent an hour raise. I remember being like ecstatic, like this is big time. It's like
when I went in the Air Force, my base pay was $222 a month, and I raised a family on that.
Yeah, but
that's funny though, because I went in the '90s and it was still only like $600 and something bucks a month, and I learned real quick. One night of going out on a Saturday night and you're fucked. So
well, that's why once you're married, you can't go out. Like
as soon as you get paid, go to the exchange, buy 2 cartons of cigarettes, so you're good for the next couple weeks. So you at least have your cigarettes.
But somehow I still managed to buy a really nice stereo while I was in Italy.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have a internet bill. You didn't have a cell phone bill. You had your telephone bill, but you didn't make long distance phone calls. That's where it cost you.
In the military, you really didn't even need a lot. You didn't need a phone in your room either, because I usually had a community phone somewhere on the floor.
Yeah.
But so cell phones just started getting common when I went in. But the cheap cell phones back in the day, the Nokias and stuff, I think I was paying like $19, $20 a month. It wasn't much.
Yeah.
And I think I paid $150.
Paying for the minutes. It was the minutes they got charged.
It was in Japan. It was different.
Yeah.
We didn't pay for we never paid for minutes there. That's like, I don't know how they got away with the minutes and paying for minutes and data here, because it all comes through the same lines. The whole thing here was a scam.
Kids today will never understand what a modem sounds like.
Yeah.
Do, and as it's negotiating down, you're like going, oh shit. It goes negotiating from 56 to 48 to 32. Oh shit, now you're down to 24. Or
waiting for 8 minutes for a JPEG to open,
Or I remember installing Linux for the first time. I had to download like 40 floppy disks, feeding my machine these floppy disks for all day.
I remember taking computer programming in like 6th or 7th grade, and you're typing, an hour of DOS prompts, just for some little bullshit animation that lasts like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
I don't know why this band either, number one, didn't make it, or why they did make it. I mean, for me, Mississippi Queen and Nantucket Sleigh Ride, Themes from Imaginary Western. Those are the only two songs.
Imaginary Western.
I think the problem with Leslie, never mind the fact that he was like 400 pounds and just didn't have the sex appeal of other rockers.
Yeah, but nobody knew back then. It didn't matter back then.
But in like '68, I think his music was too heavy for the scene, and I think by '71, I don't think he was heavy enough for the scene, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Mississippi Queen was kind of a bluesy type of rock hit, and then his later stuff was more hard rock, and I don't know.
Yeah, they're dark bands, kind of dark sounding albums.
Those guys aren't attractive, so
But they weren't in the Woodstock movie. They didn't. That was they were edited out, or they didn't give permission. Whatever reason, had they been in the movie, it would have changed.
They were more pop too, whereas Mountain was not pop.
They weren't in the movie yet. Like Canned Heat made it, or Alvin Lee, 10 years after, and to be honest, Canned Heat. And 10 years after, I'm sure they were more popular in the 60s. Actually, I know they were, but for all intents and purposes, they really only have 2 songs each also.
Yeah. Well, the band that blew up from there is Santana.
Well, Keith Hartley said he wouldn't allow them to film him either, and so he went nowhere after that. He died.
The Who wasn't in the movie either, were they?
No, they weren't. Or wait a minute, they were. Yeah, sure they were.
Yeah, the Who was in the movie, yeah.
Oh, were they? Because I've got the 4-disc version that's got everything.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Mountain, I seen them in 1970, and they were probably, out of all of the rock bands I ever seen, might have been the heaviest, and it was Leslie West, eh?
Hey, Nick, how you
Oh
feeling?
yeah, 100%.
He was a monster. I mean, he was a monster. After I seen, they were at the Train Festival, and right after Mountain come on, Traffic was on next, eh? And doing John Barleycorn, I'm not a big fan. And Mountain was going down to do a free concert for the hippies that wouldn't pay the money, and about a half a mile from where the concert was. And so I left the concert. I had backstage passes. I could get back in, no problem. I went down to see Mountain at the free concert at Coronation Park. And as soon as I got at the top of the park, all of a sudden, Mountain playing, all of a sudden, I'm looking at the stage and there's a big loud bang, an explosion, a big puff of smoke. Leslie West blew the fucking, I don't know, he blew something up there. And that was the end of that free concert. The Grateful Dead, actually, they're the guys who started the free concert. What's his name? You know, the guy with the fuzzy hair everybody knows. He got on
Jerry
stage.
Garcia.
Yeah, he got on stage and started talking about everybody complaining about paying the $12 for the ticket and this and that. He says, we're going to do a free concert over at Coronation Park. He's the guy who set it all up, actually.
But if you think about that, Mountain was touring with a lot of the hippie bands, and it's too heavy for the hippie bands at the time, you know.
Well,
nope.
I do like Jerry Garcia being referred to the guy with the fuzzy hair. I do like that.
Well, I ain't good with names, never was.
No, I'm fine. I forget things all the time.
Well, that John Barleycorn album you mentioned, that's my favorite Traffic album. That's followed by Low Spark.
Satan rocks Vivo. If your avatar is not welcome here, so if either you change your avatar or you got to go. No more impersonating people, making fun of people. Be yourself or be something else, but we're not playing that game. So either get rid of that avatar or I will get rid of you.
Who are we talking about? Let's have a look at that. Patrick's mad at somebody.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
No mad. Just the rules.
I'm giving the person the out to not have an avatar that makes fun of somebody in the vinyl community.
Oh, makes fun of somebody. Oh, okay.
You know, and no matter what I feel, yay or nay about that person, it's not acceptable for me. I don't want to have any of that shit going on. You know?
What do you do in real life when it happens? How do you deal with shit?
Well, I don't like walk around with people having avatars of somebody else on YouTube.
No, it's his channel, it's his show, so he's policing it.
I understand. Patrick
if it was your bar,
doesn't like any kind of bullshit or crap.
We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone.
Yeah, I understand. But that, I'm just curious in real life. Be good at handling situations like that.
Well, I've made it this far in my life, Bobby. So obviously, I've done a pretty good job of it. You know, so.
Wow.
Questionable, very questionable.
You know, the bottom line is this is whatever comes down, it's on me. So I don't want to have that shit on me. So I don't want it around. You know,
so the pre-order for Alice in Chains Unplugged is up.
You could always reverse that stuff and make fun of the guy that's making fun of somebody else, right?
I don't have time for that, Bobby. I don't have time for that shit. That's what you're here for. Okay?
How was the Heathen show?
I
saw the footage you put up. Yeah.
It was a great show. They're both bands are coming back in a couple months too, because they're going to be open. Forbidden is doing their first tour in like 20 years.
I didn't know them. I know the name, but I didn't know them.
They were like
this other bullshit.
They caught the very end of the '80s. They were kind of part of that third wave of thrash.
Yeah.
I really like their stuff, especially their first two records. Void was really good, especially for some really young kids. Like, you can tell they don't have, especially when Heathen comes on, you can tell they don't have the tightness of a real mature band, I mean, they've got two records, but it's 2 records in 2 years,
Yeah.
And they're all in their mid-20s, so they were really good. And they're getting better. Like their first record, I thought was okay. Their second record was really good. But when they play, and then Heathen plays right after, who's super tight, all got 40 years experience.
I was joking around before you went to the show. I said a lot of high top sneakers, and they all had the sneakers.
I joked with one of my buddies that I was there with. I was like, the funny thing about this is these guys are wearing that because it's like their stage costume. That was me in 1988. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wore the Nike high tops. I didn't have pants, but
that's how it works. I mean, that's how
the metal T-shirt.
The '60s garage bands that wear the Beatle boots. You know what I mean? They're putting them on. Maybe they wear them all day. Every day, but that was just normal wear.
Hey, John Ben.
And what's funny is they can't get the original Nike Airs that we wore back then, so they're like wearing like a newer version of those. What I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not exactly right either,
Yeah, but no different than me dressing 50s with like the best clothes I could kind of find that look similar or whatever,
100%. I never wear them on here, but I love like bowling shirts and So,
Bobby, is that another Temu shirt you're sporting tonight?
Excuse me?
Is that another Temu shirt you're sporting tonight?
Hey. 𝐸. Hey, everybody in the Peanut Gallery. I didn't say hey. Hey, John Bandy. 𝐸, Cleveland. I saw Rick, Mick.
Made with
John Laidlaw.
Made with slave labor from
Eddie.
China.
I just ordered
The shirt only cost me like $6. Here in Canada, you're looking at like $30, $40, right? You go to Walmart or something, but you order from the slave people in China, it's like $6.
Bobby's on a
I
roll.
just ordered
tonight,
one
I'm
that
telling you.
says, I still owe Columbia House money.
I have that shirt. Yeah. Frank from 33 RPMs pressed a bunch of them like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of fishing gear from them guys. I saved a fortune. I mean, for braid
Did Columbia
line.
House work in Canada too?
Columbia House was in Canada. Wasn't it? Or no, that was...
I thought it was Indiana.
They did have. There was a Canadian Columbia House. But
Yeah,
they're
I thought it was.
They're in both countries.
I think they were all pressed in Canada, weren't they? All the Columbia House records.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were for some reason. What was the other one? Maybe it was the other one that was.
BMI was
RCA, BMG.
Yeah, BMG, RCA.
Yeah, maybe.
It was a BMG.
Now, there was a Columbia House in Canada because I've got Rush albums that are on the Columbia House label in Canada.
I'd be surprised if they didn't have one in Canada because it was such a massive thing.
All right, dude, you're on the borderline with that avatar, but I'll let it slide. Go ahead. I know exactly what you're getting at. You're not fooling anybody. So, but I'll let it go because it's just an album cover.
Is that the turquoise cover?
Yeah.
Good choice, Eric. Good choice, Staten.
I would like to see the other avatar.
We went to
Bobby's just ready to jump into any shit he can possibly find.
Well,
He's
I'm Patrick, I'm the opposite of you. When it comes to shit, I get ready. I become I like a devil's advocate.
The instigator?
Bobby,
the instigator.
I'm the guy who calms shit down, right?
Oh, bullshit.
Hey, a racist, I can straighten a racist down. A bigot, I can straighten a racist down, right? I can take
You just can't help UPS drivers. Okay.
Okay, it was originally owned by CBS, and then it was bought by a Canadian company.
Oh, okay.
For like the last 20 years, but I'm sure it was still pressed here. Yeah, for some reason I thought there was a Canadian.
I thought you'd ask for Fugazi.
This just reminds me of like 𝐏𝐫𝐲'𝐬 Orchestra.
Well, it's got Alphonse Mousson. Billy Cobham was in 𝐏𝐫𝐲'𝐬, not Alphonse Mousson. Alphonse Mousson was in like 11th House, I think. That was what he was in.
I don't know, man. Spectrum's pretty fucking good.
Well, Tommy Bolin's on both.
Yeah. Oh, is he on this one too?
Yeah, this is Tommy Bolin right here.
That makes sense then.
So we went to rock and roll trivia last night. Me, Sarah, and another couple. And we came in third out of like 20 teams.
Third? How is that possible?
Well, hard questions, man.
Who the hell beat you?
Oh, there's tons of. It was all music people, so people know more than I do. Tough questions, but some of them were good.
You needed to have Stunty. What you needed. So there you go.
No, Stunty would have not known anything.
Well, what
It was all rock. It was rock and roll.
What
I'll give you.
was
I have the master sheet if you want to play
Yeah.
trivia,
Yeah,
but
I wanna
Ask
hear
a
it.
few.
it's gonna be hard, Patrick. You're not gonna get a lot of these.
Well, I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm not
Okay,
saying I would. But
okay.
I'm curious.
All right, we'll do trivia. I got it. Okay, and you guys can keep in mind it was 4 of us, so it's not like I knew all these answers. And I'll tell you what I got wrong. And I didn't know this answer, but our team did. What year did Lollapalooza start?
92?
I was gonna say 92.
Never heard of them.
Close. It was 91.
Wow.
That's all right. The next one, you guys aren't going to get. I'm not going to even ask. Which rocker calls Alice Cooper his godfather? Bret Michaels, Dave Mustaine, Axl Rose, or Marilyn Manson?
I'm going to say Dave
Marilyn
Mustaine,
Manson.
but they both lived
Marilyn
in
Manson.
Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, because they both lived in Phoenix.
Name 3 members of NWA who aren't Ice Cube.
DJ Yella.
Eazy-E, the Egyptian lover.
MC Ren.
Yellow Man. Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Yep, you got him. Eazy-E, Arabian Prince. Who sings harmony on Neil Young's Heart of Gold and Old Man? Bonnie Raitt, Linda Ronstadt, Joni Mitchell, or Carly Simon?
Joni Mitchell. Vance.
I thought
Zet Pearl.
Well, I got it wrong. I said Joni Mitchell. It's Linda Ronstadt.
Wow.
okay.
Which of these bands is not from Norway? Aha, Turbo Negro, Lucifer, or In Flames?
Lucifer.
In Flames is
In Flames.
Sweden. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that wrong, though.
Yeah,
But
they're from,
I knew it was a team. I thought it was In Flames. In the Big Lebowski,
They're
Duke
from,
said...
they're one of the
the dude-
Gothenburg bands.
In the Big Lebowski, the dude said, I can't stand which band? America?
Eagles.
Steely Dan? Eagles, okay.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Hey, another Linda
There's a
Ronstadt
band. There's a
connection.
local band here for a decade and more that's called the fucking Eagles.
What year did Coxsparrow form? 1976, 75, 73, or 72?
I'm going to
73.
say 75.
72.
Yeah.
Did y'all get that one right?
Oh, I got that. Yeah, we got that right. Can you match the label with the city? Maybe Steve will get this. Touch and Go, Wop Shoo Wop, Rough Trade, Frontier, and Combat.
Rough
The
Trade
cities
is
are-
London.
Yep.
Rough Trade is London.
New York
Combat.
City, Los Angeles, Amsterdam, or Chicago? It's kind of hard to do that. But anyway, that's that.
Good question.
Metallica's bass player Cliff Burton died on September 27, 87 in a bus accident. In which country? France, Sweden, UK, or Germany?
Sweden?
Yeah, we got that right.
Where was it? Sweden?
I was in Germany when that happened. I remember it.
Sweden. This was one we did not get. It was a trick question. Which band is not from the Midwest? Die Kreutzen, Zero Boys, Jesus Lizard, or Naked Gun?
Naked Gun.
I've only heard of one
Well,
of those bands.
Naked Gun and Jesus Lizard we knew were from Chicago.
Yeah.
So we're saying Die Kreutzen's from Minnesota. So we're saying, and Zero Boys are from Indiana. But we were saying maybe Minnesota isn't considered the Midwest. But it turned out Jesus Lizard's from Texas, but moved to
Oh,
Chicago.
wow.
It was like,
yeah, I
but
hate shit like
yeah, but they were a Texas band. You had to match the singers with the bands.
That was
Okay,
always the funny thing with me about Alice
Yeah.
Cooper too. You know,
If you could name-
he's considered a Detroit. They're considered a Detroit band, even though they started in Arizona.
Yeah.
They went to Detroit and then went right back to Arizona.
Here, I'm going to show Make Me Big. I'm going to show pictures of drummers. You got to mention the drummer's name and the band. A lot of them, we're going to get these.
Tommy Lee, Motley
Tommy
Crue.
Lee, true.
Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker.
Look,
Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich, yep, you got it.
Keith Moon.
No, I'll do
It's
it.
Clem, what's his name? It's,
Clem Burke, yep.
Clem Burke, yeah.
Oh, is that for the Sweet?
No,
Is that a girl?
No, you know who that
Oh,
is.
it's Roger Taylor. Sorry. Yeah.
Roger Taylor. Yep.
I fucking can't stand that
fucking
guy.
dude from whatever it is, whatever the
Chad
Travis
is-
Barker.
Yeah,
Travis
it took us a while to get that.
He's. I don't know why people consider him a good drummer. He sucks.
Buddy
Buddy
Miles.
Miles.
Yeah.
Buddy Miles. Yep.
Neil Peart.
Yep. We didn't get this guy.
Oh, that's Michael Shreve.
It's from the Descendants,
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
no.
not. No. Okay.
and that's more that's Mission of Burma, but that's more a local thing.
I literally just ripped the Mission of Burma album.
What year did We Got the Beat come out?
82?
80. No, I was gonna say 83.
It was 81.
Wow.
It came out earlier.
Was that
Oh,
Face
a
the
good-
Underground? We got the beat.
Patrick, a good one I got. No one else in the team. Well, Sarah might have got it, but you had to put the Deep Purple singers in order, and it was Ian Gillan,
No, Rod
Dave-
Evans. Rod
David
Evans.
Coverdale, Rod Evans, and Jolynn Turner. But not a lot of people could get that.
Wow.
I would have nailed that easy. If I would have
And they
thrown in
did,
Glenn Hughes. But yeah.
They did Name That Tune where they played like 20 seconds of a song. Not easy. We got them all right, but not easy.
That's a long time though for Name That Tune. 20 seconds.
Well, it was before before vocals came in. They did Supernaut by Black Sabbath, and I knew it was Black Sabbath. I'm like I couldn't place the song just by the We Got It. We were singing it, and then I thought it was Into the Void, and then we changed it Supernaut.
Actually, Buddy Miles, I'm going to tell you, he had the biggest set of any drummer I ever seen in my whole life. What was the name of the band? Jimi Hendrix, Buddy Miles.
And the Gypsies.
Yeah,
And the
the
Gypsies.
Gypsies.
Buddy Miles was a great fucking singer too.
Well,
He
yeah,
was just
well,
a great
he
drummer.
did most of the
Some
singing.
changes.
In the concert with the Gypsies, eh? Well, that record, I think he's got, 2 or 3 songs he sings on that record.
I've talked about it before. The first record that I bought by myself was a California Raisins record, and it was all doing Motown songs, and it was Buddy Miles singing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking amazing record.
Yeah, if you didn't know that was the Raisins, it's just like soul covers, like good versions of soul covers.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just a great soul comp. Never mind that it was.
Yeah, I used to work in the bookstore, and they played that CD, and it's all they heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
this
Yeah.
It was like a 90s soul album, like doing old soul tunes.
The Strawberry Shortcake TV series, they put out records of that. That's Flo and Eddie doing the music on those.
Oh, is it? I don't remember. I remember it was before I was probably too old for that.
I don't think
My
we've ever
kids
played
weren't.
this song on the stream before.
We might have. This is. Which band had as members, not at the same time, Andy Summers and Chaz Chandler? The Knickerbockers, the Grassroots, the Animals, or the Small Faces?
I'm going to have to say Knickerbockers.
It's the Animals.
Really?
Andy Summers was in the New Animals. I knew that, but you think you.
Okay.
Yeah, the Animals, but like a later version, like a 70s Animals.
Okay, what's the connection between Pink Floyd and the Doors?
Tell us.
I can't think of any.
Richard Wright and Jim Morrison are both buried in the same grave, same cemetery.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, I never really got that.
Oh well, that's why it wasn't an easy one.
The Grassroots, is that the band that the dude from The Office is in? What band is he in?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. Creed Bratton.
I love how they worked that into the final episode. That was so good. Where he was a fugitive. Did you watch that, Harry?
No,
Like
hang
in the
on,
final episode, it comes out that he was a fugitive that had been on the run from his time in the band.
Hang on.
I like this.
So
That's pretty common, though. Even a lot of the big name bands from the 60s and 70s that had full bands use studio musicians for a lot of the stuff.
Most of them.
Oh,
John,
wow.
have you ever seen this, John? Have you ever seen this band?
Yeah, I've got that.
I don't know it. Steve knows it, so.
Yeah, see, it's got Jimmy.
I've had it before and sold it.
So Jimmy Crespo's in this band.
Yeah.
So that's why. So I saw it and it had Jimmy Crespo.
What are they called? Falcon? What is that?
Flame.
Flame. No, I don't know if I've ever even heard of them. I've never seen that record.
Well, Jimmy Crespo's in the band. That's why I got it. He was in, he played.
Where was he from? Is he a Boston guy? Yeah, no, I understand, but he wasn't. Was he? I don't know what city's from.
These guys are New York. They're New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Yeah, because
Jimmy
Jimmy
I had
Iovine.
that album, but I can't remember one song off it.
Jimmy Iovine produced it, I think.
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn.
Miami. Steve Van Zandt did the arrangements on the horn.
Aren't the Aerosmith guys originally from? Aren't they all born in New York and then they moved to Boston or something?
Steven Tyler was.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot. Like I think you told me that. Like I knew it, forgot it.
Yeah.
You had told me that.
You know these guys or this record?
I've heard of Valhalla Records.
Larry Tamblyn, I see. That sounds like the Standells.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
I love that
Yeah.
record label, though. The
And
little
then
Viking guy.
it's also got Greenwood, or I think his name is Greenwood, that went on to form Three Dog Night.
Yeah, the Standells were like a square band when they started. They were on the Munsters before they became like a garage rock band.
Jim Dandy was the original David Lee Roth. This is that Flame band.
Rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And this is right before he joined Aerosmith, because that was, what, 79 when he joined
I think so.
Aerosmith?
Well, that sure sounds like Jim Dandy. Beginning.
This is 77 right here. This is 77. She sang backup for ELO. Singer. It's a catchy fucking song, man.
It's not bad, but unfortunately it came out of New York in 77 when that's when new music was happening. This would have worked in Ohio or Midwest. Or the South.
Do you think it has Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell feel or sound to the production?
It has a lot of different things into production. The horn, this part right here says,
The vocals even.
Motown.
I think this hook kind of takes it out, though. It's got a really good rockin' verse, but then it's kind of a little too poppy.
Yeah, this is...
No, I do not have goat steak. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too show. It's kind of show tuney there. It's like really.
Yeah. Man, it started kind of it could have been like Stonesy, New York Dolls,
Like, this
Southern
is
rock.
great right here, though. You know?
This is Crespo.
The hook kind of reminds me of like Walking on Sunshine, that type of hook.
Yeah.
You know?
Put up smoke.
Yeah, this isn't bad. I like this.
See how you get hired from Aerosmith just by this bit here. It's like the loose two guitars.
I mean, I like this album enough that I kept it. But
I could definitely hear the Meatloaf kind of in the chorus, the songwriting. Like if Jim Stein wrote this,
yeah,
I
Heatwave,
could see
that's
that.
what it is. Not Walking on Sunshine. it's kind of heat like heat wave.
I could see, I
Martha
could see it on a movie or something, you know, like you know, her singing that and fading out. You know,
It is raw guitar though. The guitars almost don't fit that chorus.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
How's the rest of the album?
It's not bad. There's a couple of good. It's probably, you know, I gave it a solid B. You know, it's a, you know,
Okay.
it's.
What label is that?
I think it's on RCA, maybe. No, it's on. Yeah, it's on RCA.
Okay.
It's like a $3 record. It's not expensive.
This is a record I regret selling right here, man. I just got this record at the wrong time in my life. I was like, this is trash, and I got rid of it. And now you can't get a nice copy of this for less than like $80, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. This is
Voice.
this was at the time was the most I'd ever paid for a record.
Oh, ERC.
Yes, I have the ERC. It's the only one that I kept.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
Up here, Love was big with the long hairs. We loved them. It was different, you know?
It's just a weird label. Never mind the price. I mean, the selection that they have. They'll do like a really good rock album. Then they do like 3 Tchaikovsky records, you know?
Well, this is interesting because they literally, there's a dropout. There's something wrong with this song,
Yeah.
the left channel, and they said, you know, and they say we don't change anything, warts and all, we let it roll, and that's what. But other than that, man, this thing sounds so present. You know,
Wasn't the Doors
great.
mono like that too? There was something.
Well, the Doors
wrong with
mono
it.
sounds like shit anyway. There's nothing that's gonna make that thing sound good ever.
Was this getting any kind of airplay though? I mean,
In
how
LA,
did people?
in
How
LA.
did people? Yeah, I never heard of Love. growing
They
up.
never
In
toured. They
67.
never toured.
Not even on the FM stations.
Yeah, nothing. Well, there was no FM.
I don't know, because how many people covered Love?
Yeah.
You know, the Ramones covered Love on their covers album of all the songs they grew up listening to. You know, they didn't discover that album in the 80s. You know, that was something they were covering all like 60s tunes.
Awesome. Let me know how it sounds.
UFO covered it. Covered The Damned also covered it. I don't think they discovered these albums.
I had that one. I sold it.
You know, I think they got them when they were kids.
In the late 60s here in Toronto, Love was considered like underground music, right? I mean, you were hearing them in the coffee house.
Yeah.
But you weren't
Yeah, they weren't the grassroots, but they weren't unknown, you know.
By the way, that covers album he's talking about is this one right here.
Yeah.
Funny enough that I just showed that a minute ago. Yeah, I think what is it, 7x7 that's on here?
Yeah.
Or 7 and 7, sorry.
I think I have
7 and 7.
I have a UK Forever Changes, I think. And I have a mono too.
I mean, this was drug music, you know? All us druggies were into this kind of thing.
Well, it's debatable how much of this they actually played on this. I think some
In
of the Wrecking Crew,
67, I was
the Wrecking Crew
listening
played
to
on
them.
this.
That's what I was into, you know. Yeah, I would have been 14.
Had to be a little older. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me that this was bigger in the UK, though. I mean, how many of the acts in 67, 68, 69 got nowhere here? Jimi Hendrix is a great example. Got no traction here, then went to the UK and blew up, and then got popular here.
I love the sound of this album, man. This album just like the sound of it is just fucking just puts me right there.
It was just so heavy compared to the other Southern rock albums of the era, you know.
And then Blackfoot came out, and that came even heavier.
And never mind that it had the greatest album cover of all time.
This one or Flirting with Disaster?
No, Molly Hatchet.
Which one? Flirting with Disaster or this one? They both
The
had
Death
the
Dealer. No, the
Well,
Death
they both-
Dealer had the greatest. The first record.
What, Frank Frazetta, is that the guy?
Yeah.
Frazetta?
They did 2 promo albums of the picture disc from 2 of the albums.
They did.
The original promos came in a white plain thing with the live album. Actually, had a companion live album that only
Yeah,
was
it's the Death Dealer album cover though.
I've only seen it with like a plain white cover.
Hang on, let me grab it.
'78 was the year that picture disc and colored vinyl kind of exploded. And it all started with Sgt. Pepper and I think Heart's Dreamboat Annie.
Yep.
Here you go, Patrick.
Oh, cool.
So this is a promo copy. It's the Death Eater, but it says live right there. And the live album that's in here was never released other than in this box.
Because they were unknown. They were completely unknown. That was their first record, so that's weird.
Is that Frank Frazetta, that cover?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Frank Frazetta.
And these things these are getting crazy now too. I bought it when it was still like a $25.
I had a chance to buy Frank Frazetta real pictures, and one of them was actually a Conan cover. There was a new bookstore, science fiction bookstore, opened up in Toronto in 1972 or 73.
Yeah, but he came back. He came back after that couple of Farrar albums.
Called Back the Books, and me and my buddy went in because he was a comic book freak, and he wanted to buy all the latest Marvel comics and all of that. And they had a lot of high paperbacks, and I wanted to buy some too. But on the wall they had 7 Frank Frazetta pictures, right? The cheapest one was $80. The most expensive was $340, but that was huge, and it was like a Conan cover for 8 books, something like that. It'll be worth $20,000 now, eh? I didn't have the money to buy any at the time, right? I only had about $30 on me. I was buying some paperbacks, used paperbacks. So I decided, a week later I got paid. I was going to go down and buy a couple of these things. And when I went down there, they were all fucking gone. So whoever bought them, if they still got them now, they're worth the fucking fortune.
So the original Death Dealer artwork, I just looked it up, it sold for almost $2 million. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember. Do you know Von Dutch, the old hot rod? So I remember he had recently died, and I was at a car show in New Jersey, and this had to be early '90s, and they were auctioning off his toolbox, his paints, and a bunch of his paintings, and they were going for like $30.
Yeah.
Like stuff he was doing on plexiglass, but his toolbox went. It didn't go for big money, like his paint box.
So there's a great live footage of these guys, like the 3 guitars with Les Pauls and the Explorers just getting after it on this song, man, just absolutely just ripping it. Something about 3 guitars and Southern rock, man, it just goes together.
Good hash from Canada, eh? I don't know, man. I bought this stuff called honey hash. That's what I got left. It's nowhere near like the stuff we used to get in the 60s, the early 70s.
Bobby, there's me in front of Frank Frazetta. It was at Kirk
That's a
Hammett.
Molly Hatchet cover too.
That's beating the odds. That's beating the odds.
That was the original. It's not that big, it's only 24 inches, 22 inches.
Well, that'd be big for that.
That's not a bad album either. So.
I mean, that would be kind of like an average size for an Frank Frazetta, right? I mean, the one for $80, it was only like maybe that long and only that high, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a bunch of them. They were not big, they were.
Well, the cool thing about it too, I mean, they didn't cost that. There's ads and stuff where you could buy Frank Frazetta original paintings back in the '70s for a couple $100. But it's funny, they're worth big money now, but at the time, and they were licensed multiple times. So that Death Dealer, there was a book with that cover. There was the album. There were magazines that he would sell the rights for a magazine.
Yeah, all those Ungel covers, they're all from books and magazines.
Yeah. They're all from the Elric books from the 60s.
Well,
Yeah, the other cat, not Frazetta, the other guy.
I know who you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a book of his stuff. I just can't remember where it is.
$2 million.
What's the same thing with the what was the magazine that Norman Rockwell did covers for?
Saturday Evening Post?
Evening News. Yeah,
Saturday Evening Post. Yeah. So.
But he was never
there was a whole series of artists that did those covers.
Yeah, and he was never considered an artist. He was an illustrator.
Yeah. But a lot of those now,
What's the difference?
you know, I've seen
The art world.
I remember some of those selling
Didn't
in the
like
80s
them.
for like $800, and now they're like $500,000-$600,000.
There's a
He was
guy up there.
frowned upon by the art world.
Isn't an illustration like an ancillary piece of like a book or some piece of, you know, is that what an illustration is as opposed to a painting?
I'm not sure. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like an original artist to a cover band. I don't know. They really shunned on like the guys who worked for a company and were paid to do work, as opposed to like these artists freelancing on creating their own things.
Though, is that so? A lot of the illustrators drew on boards as opposed to on canvases. So a lot of the boards didn't hold up that they printed.
Well, it all depends. We got a guy up here, Robert Bateman, and there's a big argument about whether he's a painter or whether he's an illustrator. Most of his stuff is, you know, northern stuff. Woods, wolves, bears, you know, Canadian North, right? And he paints with, you know, he uses all mediums, right? I don't know if he's done oils or not, but pastels and watercolors and charcoal, he's done all kinds of
That's normal nowadays, though. But back when we're talking the 50s and 60s, they usually had one media that they stuck with, you know?
Well, pastels normally, right?
Oh, it was whatever you did. Steve, so last night one of the questions was, name 2 bands Ian MacKaye was in that are not Fugazi or Minor Threat.
Oh, God.
So we had Teen Idols and Egg Hunt.
That's hard. Because
Teen Idols and Egg. Yeah, he had a few. We had 3, but
what was the one
that's not
after Fugazi? I can't remember the name of it.
Okay, I thought I was right. So an illustrator does like a book cover, a magazine that has a specific purpose or end goal, whereas a painter just has an expression. You know, just
yes,
like
that's why they're not art; they're illustrators. Okay.
What does Will Eisner stuff go for any decent money?
I would think so, yeah.
The Evens, that's what it was. I was thinking the Zeros for some reason, but it's the Evens.
It sounds like the 13th floor elevator. The beginning of this sounds like.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Yep.
Is this actually from '85?
It might be a reissue. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I like this.
Sounds late 60s.
I like this.
I saw before it came on. I saw Randy put a new video up, Deadwax 66, but he definitely would have this record, or this is right up his alley.
Yeah, they're actually from the '80s. They were.
They're from New York.
Yeah, you could tell it's
Yeah, it's a Rochester.
Yeah, Rochester's big garage rock scene. The Chesterfield Kings, the whole bunch. Upstate New York.
It's about a $20.45 though.
Huge garage rock scene, upstate New York.
Yeah, the wildlife realist. Good way of putting it.
I love the cover of the 7-inch. Like one guy fucks up the look.
Yeah,
they've all got kind of that '60s vibe, and there's one guy with big old sunglasses and fucks it up.
Yeah, they got like a paisley shirt. Sometimes they're too forced. Like
he's got on like some blue blockers.
Were you showed that band that we showed, the guy with the big fro? He's kind of like sticks out for that. Had the whole '70s vibe going.
Oh yeah, the early moods.
Yeah.
The cool thing about that though is that's like 25-year-old kids, and those records sound like they're from '74. That's what's cool about that.
But even the artwork, it was like black and white, you know.
So when I first heard it, I thought it was some obscure '70s because Ride Easy does a lot of that obscure stuff. And that's what I thought it was, and then I started reading about the band, and it's young kids from LA. I just don't think of '85 as garage revival, but I guess so, because yeah, that is.
Oh, it's massive.
Kings, yeah.
That was the height of it. It was the mid '80s.
Berg, I like Robert Bateman's house. He's got a house on the coast in D.C. He's got a pine tree growing right through it. It's an incredibly different type of
Darren, Gangrene are playing probably right now. They're doing a big anniversary, and it was like $43. They haven't played in years, but Gangrene and the FUs are playing.
So are they just doing Gangrene, or are they doing Mallet Head too?
No, just Gangrene. But the singer's really in bad health. When I
really?
see him around, so I don't even know how they're doing it. They'll have other people singing, but we were thinking of going. But when we heard it's $43 a ticket, I'm like, I wouldn't pay $43 to see them in '87.
Yeah.
But it's a big show tonight in Boston. Gangrene reunion.
This guy Axl Rose, what a pistol.
Yeah, I remember buying that Mallet Head record, and I couldn't believe that it was the guys from Gangrene.
Yeah. There's a lot of members in Gangrene. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think it was like two of the guys, but still.
I saw them once, but Sarah would see them in the '80s.
So, Bobby, how far do you live from downtown?
So 15 miles.
Okay. I
So
think
4
Ed
hours
said,
by scooter.
What are you doing Monday, Bobby?
I'm free. Every day I'm free. I'm retired, man.
I think Ed said he was going to pick you up.
I think you're getting a UPS delivery Monday.
Me?
Harry, don't go. Don't start. So I think Ed is planning to pick you up and take you wherever we're going.
Well, the best idea actually is you guys say we're all going to meet, like let's say 10 o'clock outside of Cosmos, which is, Toronto's most famous record store, right? And I can meet everybody down there at that particular time, and then we go from there, right?
Whatever you want to do, man. If you want to ride your scooter, you ride your scooter.
No, I ain't taking my scooter. No.
Okay.
I don't drive it in the city proper. I know it's fucking too dangerous.
So you're gonna take the bus?
I'm gonna take a wheel tram.
You got somebody that's going to pick you up.
A taxi for crippled people.
Let Ed pick you up.
Ed would pick you up.
Yeah, they'll pick me up and drop me off.
No, Ed will pick you up. Ed will pick you up.
Well, that's a lot of driving for Ed. Like from downtown, to get down there, you're looking at 40 minutes anyhow from where I am.
Bobby, the guy's driving hundreds of miles to go to Toronto. I don't think 15 extra miles is going to kill him.
Well, he's going to be picking up Mark, and Mark's in Mississauga, which is like 30 miles from where I am.
Okay, you know what, man? You guys figure it out.
I do have to say, though, it's not California miles. It is slow driving in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Stop and go traffic.
15 miles in California. Well, I guess, I'm thinking in the cities, obviously, but it's not 15 minutes highway driving is what I'm saying.
Last time I was in LA, it took me 90 minutes to go 30 miles.
Yeah.
It was
I've been to LA a few times and I've never had that problem ever so far. So yeah.
Well, because where we were staying and where, like Santa Monica, between the two, I was going by the airport every
Yeah.
time. So
Japan is the worst I ever dealt with. I used to have to run secure, like confidential files from one base to the other, and the bases were only like 15 miles apart. But during heavy traffic, and because it was confidential material, I couldn't take back roads. It had to be major roads in case something happened, they could find me. And taking the major roads, it was 5 hours to get from one base to the other. It was horrible. That's why the trains are so handy there. Huh?
Yeah, 5 is too long. Too long.
My hometown is small, but it has horrible traffic. It has the worst lights ever. The worstly timed lights of all time. So, I mean, absolutely horrendous. Takes 10 minutes to go a mile.
Well, that's why the video screens came out of Japan first, because you would pass by cars and you'd see them with the video screens up watching movies and stuff in their car while they're in stop and go traffic.
I've decided on the new Rubber Soul Deluxe Edition. I'm only going to buy this CD.
Oh God, fuck!
No, I've got everything. I've got everything else in there except the book.
I have to go on Steve Westman's show tomorrow, and they're going to talk about this shit. I ain't talking about it here. There's no fucking way am I talking about it here. So,
it is 2026, and we hear about this. Like I hear disgruntled Beatles fans. It reminds me, you guys are worse than the Star Wars fans who like pick on the new releases and the movies.
You know,
why is it not a single release?
Who the fuck needs this shit? I mean, seriously.
I'm just so bored with all the channels that do the audio file content. It's just so boring now. And I like Steve, don't get me wrong, but it's.
Well, I mean, he asked me if I wanted to be on the show, and I said, yeah, I'll come on there.
No, I'm not saying anything negative.
But then he tells me like an hour later, oh, we're going to talk about Rubber Soul. Yeah. And he knows that I don't like the Beatles. I'm like going, dude, you put up there that we're going to do this, and then you tell me it's Rubber Soul.
I love that record,
Mazzy,
and
I'm
still
not going to get a
want
word
to
in edgewise, no matter.
Oh yeah,
I love that record, and I still don't want to talk about another reissue of that record.
You know, I was listening to a Badfinger record. I'm like, well, why don't you reissue Badfinger? This hasn't been reissued in 50 fucking years.
So I'll make sure that I'm in the peanut gallery tomorrow to wish you a happy birthday, Patrick.
Please do. I'm gonna need somebody to talk to me, because that's the only thing I can do is talk to you about my birthday coming up. So yeah, there you go.
When's your birthday? Tomorrow?
Oh hell no, it's not tomorrow. No,
Thanks, Harry, for starting that again.
Yeah.
How old are you gonna be?
It's not my birthday, Bob.
Not till tomorrow, Bobby. My favorite Badfinger album is Magic Christian Music.
No Dice, or well, I like both. I like the Straight Up and No Dice are my two favorites. You know, the Warner Brothers stuff. What is it? I Wish You Were Here and self-titled. Those are actually not bad either. So.
I love the self-titled.
Well, I mean, he wants me to show 5 records that I'm listening to, and it's not going to be anything. It's going to be this Flame record right here. It's going to be one of them. Nobody's ever heard of that thing. So. Yeah.
Show him Bandolier.
I do have Bandolier, but I got this.
That's why I said it.
Well, I have the UK already here. So.
Hey, you know what? It's been a while, but I want to say I really like the new Rolling Stones album.
We already talked about that last week.
I tried it again the other day, Harry. I can't. I'm telling. I don't like the tunes. I don't like the choruses. I hate
Hey, Deanna, happy birthday!
The way the choruses sound and produced and structured. Every song starts off great. Like every 20 seconds, the guitars, like, this is good. And sometimes the verse is okay. And then it comes to these choruses and I can't take it.
It's I just feel like it sounds like all the leftovers from the last record.
Yeah.
That's how.
But they like shoehorn in this like modern techniques on the choruses, and I don't know. The one I did I like that song where he's doing the falsetto voice, the high pitched Mick Jagger. You know, like Emotional Rescue, or you know where he like Worried About You.
Amy Winehouse cover.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Amy Winehouse cover.
in the peanut gallery and know what it is.
I got free tickets tomorrow night. So
Maybe that's the one I like. I don't know. There's one where he sings high pitched, like oh, I can't think of a song now that he does that. Like
Yeah, I heard it was like really
something off
compressed.
Tattoo You. Is it like Worried About You or something?
Yeah, Worry About You is a tattoo.
He does that.
I'm going to see John Mellencamp tomorrow night.
Hopefully you
doesn't
don't get
cancel.
grumpy. Hopefully you don't get grumpy, John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah.
I saw him twice, once with a band and then once solo at the Farm Aid show.
This is his greatest. It's a greatest hits tour. I
go.
saw
You
some
know I ain't
reviews
no
where they
good.
said it's pretty good.
That's the
Yeah,
name
if
of
he's
the
playing those songs, how could it be bad? You know,
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
great.
yeah. And it's just him. He's doing. I guess he's doing like a 2-hour set. So
Acoustic? Oh, do you have a band?
no, it's with the band.
Okay.
He meant no openers, just him.
Yeah.
Not,
Sorry,
not
yeah. No
him
opener.
alone on. No, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Not him alone on stage.
I'm going to see Santana and Doobie Brothers Thursday. My only concert of the year, I think.
Who's left in the Doobie Brothers?
Patrick Simmons,
Johnston,
Tom
Mike
Johnston.
McDonald.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Josh
How are you
Jones
bringing it?
Is the two drummers in there? And then who's the bass player?
So it's mostly the original guys.
It's Patrick Simmons and Tom Johnston and what's the
Those are the two I know.
yeah.
And
How are you going to sneak in a tape recorder and try to bootleg the show?
Isn't Jeff Baxter playing with him
The
now?
Doobies frown on that.
My phone.
Barry, isn't Jeff Skunk Baxter playing with him now too, or no?
Oh, I don't know. That would be nice if he was. Let me look. Who's in the touring band of Doobie Brothers?
Tom Johnson, Patrick Simmons, Michael McDonald, and John McPhee.
Everybody.
John McPhee was in who? John. Hold on.
Mark Russo on sax.
John McPhee was in Van Morrison's band.
That wouldn't have been fun. Van wasn't a very nice guy for musicians.
John McPhee played on Tupelo Honey, though. I think I love that record.
So Chet McCracken was one of the drummers. Keith Newton was another drummer. Michael
You're right,
Hossack was the bass player.
Well, there's a really good, we just lost Glenn Hansard in that motorcycle
Okay,
wreck.
no, he's a drummer.
But there's a really good video of Glenn talking about meeting Van Morrison.
Oh, this is funny. So, current official members: Patrick Simmons, Tom Johnson, Michael McDonald, and John McPhee. Plus touring members: John Cowan, Mark Russo, Ed Toth, and Mark Quinones.
Yeah, Tyran Porter was the bass player. Tyran, however you pronounce it. He was he's still alive. So apparently there's some. He doesn't want to tour, or they don't like him, or something.
Okay, now I'm going to request, because this reminded me of it, of Jimmy Gilmer's Sugar Shack.
You can't upload that song on YouTube. You get a strike. I tried a couple of times to upload that 45 of mine. Sugar Shack by Jimmy Gilmer. You get a strike if you try to upload it.
I don't have Sugar Shack. Who does it?
Jimmy
I don't have
Gilmer.
that. I don't have that.
I don't remember what label it is.
Jimmy Gilmer and the what? I forget.
Fireball.
I don't have it.
The Fireballs.
I don't have
Actually,
it.
you can't play very many songs from Jimmy Gilmore and the Fireballs, actually.
I can't play any because I don't have any. So yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple of those 45s. About 3, I think.
The Monks, the book Black Monk Time, the biography of Eddie from the Monks. My favorite rock and roll biography of all time. If anyone out there is interested, Black Monk Time. Fantastic rock and roll book.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
They were American GIs
They're
that
all
played
Army
in Germany.
guys.
I don't know where they were from. They were all from different places. I can't remember. But
Yeah, they were
it takes
Air Force
takes
guys.
place in Germany. Like his wife snuck over the wall, like snuck across the border. It's a very good story about GIs who started. They joined the army in the 50s, and they were playing Elvis and Ventures, and then they became. The 60s happened. They became the monks, and they're playing with the Trogs. They're the ones that taught Hendrix the feedback. They would sit there with the guitar feeding back on the ground and be doing like this. And Hendrix saw that and took that little lifted it. But it's a great book because they're in Germany all through the 60s, and they come back. They're like monks. It was like kind of like the Beatles playing Hamburg, where they would just play gigs. Black Monk Time by Eddie Shaw.
What a voice
Fantastic.
Maria had. For such a little guy, what a voice she had.
But Harry, they had culture shock because they came back by like 1969, 1970. They hadn't been to America since the 50s, and it's a completely different country. Like,
Oh yeah.
and they were all like culture shock because they were in a band the whole time in their little world, and they couldn't cope with America. And it was very interesting. Really great book.
Happy birthday, Mark. Panel guy's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's a legit birthday, not a fake birthday. So in case anybody's wondering, if you're going looking for the database, I'm repopulating the database. I cleared it out. I'm redoing it. So.
Oh, nice, Travis.
What a great tune.
I've seen Santana before, but I've never seen the Dooley Brothers, so I'm looking forward to it.
Are you getting a special present from Deanna from my auction last Sunday? Is that why she went above and beyond?
I did not go see Jaden play, but I hear she's amazing.
God, I hope they don't play this song live when I see them in fucking Toronto. I had a nightmare that I woke up and they played all of Hold Your Fire when I was in Toronto. You can see Rush. They played all.
Is
the
this
songs
on
I did
the?
like in Rivendell.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
they might play this. This is
God,
on
I
the
hope
set
not.
list.
I hope
They
not.
might.
No, it's
I know
every third day they play it, right?
It has been on the set list, so yeah, I know. So yeah. But I swear to God, I had a nightmare that they played all of Hold Your Fire, and I was like going, why? So, yeah. I chant encore. Oh my God, like that would just crush me to my core. I mean, absolutely.
You want to go the night they play Fly By Night. That's
I
the
want to
show.
hear, yeah, I want to hear like the 2112 all the way through, start to finish. I want to hear as much of Fly By Night as you possibly can. First album, fucking, Hemisphere.
By Tour.
Give me La Via Stranciato, yeah.
I think that's on. That's pretty standard.
Yeah,
How many
don't
shows did Vance
don't
see?
give me Spirit of the Radio. He's seen quite a few, and he's not even
I
a
think
big
he
Rush
saw,
guy.
like,
Right?
4 of them.
Spirit of the Radio is great live. That's where that song. No, but that's where that song works.
Tom Sawyer works live better than it does.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Spirit of the Radio. That's a show song. All the lights blinking in time with that guitar riff in the beginning. Lasers.
How many shows is Rush doing in Toronto? 2 or 3?
At least 3.
I thought it was 4. No, it was 4 in Chicago. Never mind.
They may do. They may pull something out for their first Canada shows.
Because we're staying literally like 2 blocks from the venue, so we're gonna walk there. So.
Now, is it possible there will be guest stars at the Toronto shows? And if so, who might they be?
Only Amy Mann. That would be it. You know, I mean, that's the only person who's ever played anything else on there was Amy Mann. So.
Hey, Patrick, when you come to Toronto, you gotta visit the Gasworks Bar on Yonge Street in Toronto. So many famous bands have played there. I mean, that's when I first seen Rush, right? I never, you know, they hadn't even got a record yet. But I mean, when Ozzy Osbourne used to come to Toronto, that's where he would hang out, the Gasworks.
So Bobby, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fly in on Saturday, all right? Sunday's the concert, all right? Monday I'm gonna hang out with you. Well, I'm gonna hang out. Monday we're all gonna hang out with Bobby, and I just will happen to be there. And then Tuesday I leave. So I'm not gonna be. No, Tuesday we're going to Niagara Falls, and Wednesday I leave. So I don't know.
Niagara Falls.
Well, you should fit. Well, you know.
Slowly I turn.
And the 𝐷𝐴 too. There's a couple of bars. If you're coming to Toronto, you know, and you want to get visit some famous places that had some incredible music. I mean, that'd be two places right off.
I'm also my wife's gonna be there too, so I don't think she's gonna want to go hang out at a bunch of rock bars, you know. So it's like,
well, that's too bad.
Well, 𝐷𝐴, where the Cockroaches played.
You're missing out on some rock history. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Rush was okay, but
isn't that what they
they're no
advertised
Triumph.
the Rolling Stones as, the Cockroaches at 𝐷𝐴?
Yeah. I don't know. It might have been 𝐷𝐴, but they've done the Cockroaches at some other shows too.
No,
I think they used to play.
𝐷𝐴 was the one where it was. They didn't announce. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to do Sir Morgan's Cove in Connecticut a lot.
I mean,
just
Bobby,
show up. It was a small club, like a club I played. Like,
yeah.
I think it was in Connecticut.
I worked for a band and we played the 𝐷𝐴𝐞𝐫𝐲'𝐬. I've been on stage at the Whiskey. That doesn't get much any more rock and roll than that to me. So, you know.
What were you doing on stage?
I was working for the band that was playing.
Oh, okay. I've been on.
Hey,
stage,
Rob.
I've been on stage at a James Brown concert.
Oh, Rob, I watched. I just only about a month ago, or maybe even 3 weeks ago, I watched that Woody Woodpecker cartoon where they go over the barrel in the falls. You ever see that? It was one of my favorite cartoons ever. Nobody's allowed to go over the falls in a barrel. Every time they go, the poor guy goes over. There's all the people in the raincoats going, "Hooray!" It's one of my favorite memories of my childhood.
There's a woman who did that in the 1930s, I believe it was. Plenty of
Yeah, no, everyone. Yeah, a lot of people tried it.
Well, a lot of people died trying it. Right?
If you go to Niagara Falls to the visitor center, there's films of people going over. Some actually.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I saw the barrel somewhere in Niagara Falls at one point.
I remember going to the falls one time and getting a hotel. We get in late. We check into the hotel, and I woke up the next morning. I said, "My God!" All night long, all I could hear is them sound like they're doing road work or something. No, it was the falls. It was just constant.
So apparently it's a better view from the Canadian side than the U.S. side. Apparently,
no.
The
The U.S. side has the better view, but there's nothing over there. It's just a park, and it's kind of dumpy.
On the Canadian side, you can go behind.
The Canadian side has all the action.
Falls and all the stuff is on the Canadian side.
Yeah, all the stuff's on the Canadian side. But if you just wanted to take a photo,
it's in New York.
I believe the U.S. side is the better view.
Well,
but either way, you're going to see it. You're going to see it everywhere.
Bobby's going to disagree here.
The best way to see the falls is getting on the boat.
Yeah, and you got to go into the Canadian side to get on the boat and take the trip.
Lady of the Mist.
Or you can walk down.
I'm going
Maid
to
of the Mist.
You can walk down a path and view the falls from under.
Yeah, you can walk behind the falls.
They give you a raincoat for that, eh?
Yeah, you still get fucking soaked though, even with the raincoat.
I'm not getting fucking wet.
No, they give you a raincoat. It's not that bad.
Look at the amount of water, and it never ends. It's just
they don't run out. They don't run out.
Hey, it's got great fishing. I'll tell you what, the Niagara River below the falls is great fishing. Huge trout, walleye, and they're all big fish and super strong because they're river fish. They're not lake fish. They're fighting the current all the time, eh?
I wonder how drunk the first guy was that said, you know what, I'm going to get in a barrel and go over the fucking falls. I wonder how drunk that guy was.
But I think it's just you. It's just men. Like, it's like climbing a mountain. I'm going to climb that mountain.
Yeah.
Well, they have wire walkers go over the falls too, eh? Guys from the American side to the Canadian side, on a pole on this wire.
It wasn't piss. That was mist from the falls.
Actually, I've seen the falls so many times because every time in the 50s and the 60s when somebody come up to visit the family, they had to see the falls, so my old man had to drive down there, and us kids had to go. And one of the spots that on the Canadian side, a viewing spot, right, it had a railing, but you were pretty much right over the falls, right? A whole section of that where we used to stand and watch over the falls, that fell off down into the falls one time, right? It's quite a view, eh?
Yeah. I mean, that and the Grand Canyon for me were the two things that awed me the most.
The Grand Canyon looks fucking fake. When you're actually there looking into the canyon, the colors, it doesn't look real. That's what shocked me the first time I went there. Is it looks
Somebody had a paintbrush, eh?
It looks impossible when you're there. Now, so the last time I was at the only time I went to Niagara Falls, it had to be 82 or 83 was when I was there. We made the drive from Syracuse.
Horseshoe Falls is what you want to look at if you want to, from the Canadian side. That's the best view of Niagara Falls.
In Brazil, they got Iguaçu Falls, which is real similar to Niagara Falls.
I've been both sides of it. I've been on the American side and the Canadian side, and the Canadian side's way, way, way better.
Yeah, the American side, like Corey said, is a dump. The American side, you could see like, oh, this must have been a cool place in 1958. Like, Bobby, all the benches, everything is like, it's just dilapidated.
Yeah. Bobby, are you saying you've looked at the falls from both sides now? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I did way back when. Right?
See, Harry got it. There you go.
I couldn't give
You know it's bad when only Harry gets your joke. You're in
well, in the first
if only Harry gets your joke.
Niagara Falls, Canada has turned into a tourist trap, eh? When we used to go down there even in the 50s, that's where I got my first pair of phony
idea, Darren. I have no
When Bobby went there in the 50s, it was only one waterfall.
It was just a trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Bobby was young, the Grand Canyon hadn't been formed
Actually,
yet.
If Bobby's telling the story, there was way more water back when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Now it's just a trickle. Like, you should have saw it when I was there.
Back in my day, exactly, Rich. You got it. On the nose, Rich.
There's a lot.
When was it that they dammed up the falls? Was that in the 80s?
Yeah, Rob, it's upstate New York is sad. It's very much like the Rust Belt in the Midwest. It's all...
Oh, I remember all the stuff. So I got family in Syracuse, and I remember what it was like in the 80s. And my wife just went there to see my family.
I'm not going to a Ripley's Believe
like 2 years ago, and it's a shell of what it is.
There's no more industry anywhere. It was all that NAFTA and all that. Like,
we went to one in Myrtle Beach. It was horrible.
So my grandfather worked for GM Special Projects, and they had a huge thing out there. There were like 10,000 employees, and
I love this song.
A big portion of Syracuse was GE. It's all gone now.
Yeah, upstate New York is a very sad place.
Like they sold my grandmother's house recently, and it sold for like $28,000.
You know what's worse than pedal talk?
Yeah, Western Mass is that way too.
Upstate New York talk. Upstate New York talk is worse than pedal talk.
I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Binghamton.
I don't care.
And I never want to go back. Ever. Never.
I do like watching. They've got those videos or those documentaries where they go to like the old Borscht Belt hotels and stuff that used to be these grand hotels.
We used to when we used to we'd go to like Buffalo and Rochester. There's a lot of great Art Deco buildings, a lot of great architecture there.
Beaver Kill River in upper New York State. It's a great fishing river. Speckled trout.
Hey, did you guys hear about the bass player that locked his keys in the car?
Oh no, here we go.
It took him an hour to get the drummer out.
Hey, what's up, Lee?
Yeah, I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo too. I like Rochester was kind of cool. You know, definitely, you know, a little shady nowadays, but
We used to go to Buffalo all the time for the chicken wings back in the 60s when we were in high school. And also,
You know what I want?
we could
I want to
drink
go
in the bar
find.
there, too.
I want to go find early like Guess Who albums like Wheat Field Soul, Canned Wheat on Canadian pressings in nice condition. So that's what I'm. You know, stuff like that is what I'm looking for.
Wheatfield Soul is a great album.
I
love that
recommend
record.
getting the original Thor pressings.
You'll find wheat. You'll find that no problem.
I mean, I literally bought a sealed one at Record Safari for $10, and I opened it and played it, but I mean, it's just too noisy. It's just, you know, it's been sitting for like 60 years, and you know.
Do you have the first couple 𝐏𝐫𝐤 records?
I do, but not ripped. I have the.
I was gonna
think I
say,
have
if you
3
don't
of
have those, I would grab those while you're there because those are great.
them. Yeah. And they
Actually,
won't cost a lot.
Lee sent me the first. I think the first.
They're
𝐏𝐫𝐤
doing
record
they're
years ago.
doing a reunion concert actually. The Guess Who? They're doing a
Yeah, they're on tour right now.
they're doing a tour, a whole tour. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Rich, you want to let me borrow that Nimbus Wish You Were Here so I can record it one last time? Let me know in the comments below. You can email me, yes or no.
Guess Who had so many good songs?
It's a lie, Patrick.
What?
One more time, you're gonna change your
Oh.
system again, and you're gonna
Well-
ask him to borrow it again.
Yeah, Lee. Absolutely. I remember.
You know, I
guess
get
we
angry
didn't
and say
need
you're
a
full of shit, but I know
passport
I'm.
Just tell them you're from Toronto. That's all you had to say.
Over the
Their
last
Live
3 or
at
4 years,
Paramount
I've heard
album
you
was
say
in
this is the
Seattle.
best system I've ever had at least 7 times.
I can't say anything.
How you doing, Lee? By
I
the
can't
way,
deny
how you
it.
doing?
I can't anything. Oh, I would love to do that. You're perfectly. Let me know. Do you want me to send you a box?
So was that a mono or was it stereo? That was like
Stereo. The LA Woman didn't come out on.
okay. That was earlier this year, the one when they did that one, right?
I have the DCC, but it's funny. I need to remove the DCC because I remember the last time I did it. I swear to God, it looked like, you know, if you look at a spectrum of like a CD, it cuts
Right,
off at
didn't even have
22
to show
kilohertz.
ID.
This thing just has a straight cut like a CD. It's almost like they cut it from
Oh,
CD.
yeah, where were you born? You know,
Well,
back
it's
then,
digital now.
when I used to go to the States all the time, back when in the 60s, and you didn't need a passport, never mind that. Some guy says a driver's license. You didn't need
Even in the '90s, you didn't need a passport. That's only a fairly recent thing.
So if they did that on CD, Rich,
Where were you born? We'd say Toronto. If you were born in Canada, go
I bet
ahead.
you. I bet they cut the album from the CD then, because I swear to God, when I looked at that thing, it looked like it was cut from the CD. I didn't realize they did a CD of it. So if they did a CD of LA Woman, they totally cut the DCC LA Woman vinyl off of that CD.
Well, you're bringing American dollars to Canadian money. You're going to get 30% or better on your American dollar, right?
I
Yeah, but
ordered
I
the
don't.
Who's
But
That UHQR.
I don't anticipate, you know, buying more than 20 records, maybe.
The Doors UHQRs are ridiculous because the 45 RPMs already sound amazing. I don't know how you're going to get it to sound much better.
You're not going to get any better for the.
It'll sound like a real carnival.
Now, is that the classic or is that the UK?
This is the UK with the US. This is the German with the UK plates. So,
Well,
I've got
I
the
was gonna say how that
classics.
because the one that they're releasing now comes from the classic plate.
I've got a copy of the
I have
classic.
the classic. So yeah.
I just listened to a lot of Who the other day. I pulled out a bunch of records.
I never pull out the Who classic.
I don't
Who's
either.
Next, never.
The Who
I
are
got
like the
it.
ultimate singles band though, because I don't think I love.
Yeah.
I don't think I love any of their
They were.
records, but they have
Yeah.
like.
You know what? I was pulling out their albums. I didn't listen to any '60s Who, but I like Quadrophenia was a lot
Whatever
of
you
fun.
want me to do,
and,
Rich, send whatever you want. Send
what did I
whatever
pull
you want.
out? Oh, I pulled out a couple of single songs
Five
off
of
of like Hooligans, or I had like 3 Who records I was
But
going
even
through.
all their 70s records, that's the Who. Obviously I love My Generation, those singles.
Yeah.
But I remember liking all those records. I listened to them all recently, and I feel the same way about those. There's a couple great songs. There's a lot of throwaway stuff in there.
Yeah, Who's Next, though, has like 4 or 5. Who's Next is a good record.
Quadrophenia is really good, though. I prefer that.
Yeah,
like,
but it's more
experience.
Exactly. It's a listen. I wouldn't say if individually there's that many great songs, but it's a great album. Like it's a.
Okay, Patrick. There's a request. The Who, Eminence Front.
Okay.
It's a put on, Harry.
Any particular version you want?
Yeah. Oak and Shield, my favorite stuff is the single. Circles is up there.
I do have a 𝐻𝐸X promo of it, so yeah.
Okay.
There you go, Rick, since you brought it up. There's a DCC string.
Even looks like a carnival on the album cover.
Doors album.
What's that?
That's my least favorite Doors
This
album.
is my favorite Doors album.
So have you guys ever heard this band, The Live?
This is the DCC, though, that they were talking about.
I never heard.
Never heard of them.
This is actually pretty good.
Good song, yeah.
Corey, I'm a little behind, but I saw you going to see Guess Who. Am I right that you cut their hair? Like, you're the barber for some of those cats?
Do they even have hair left?
No, I think he said that.
I bought this one today, Patrick, too. I've never heard this record, though. I've got their first 2, but...
Oh, is that Nasty?
Oh, Black and Blue. I don't know that album. I've never even seen that album.
This is from 88.
Is that 91?
No,
it's
it's
from
Nasty
88.
Nasty?
It's
Is it
called
Nasty
NE.
Nasty? Oh, I've never seen that.
It's a UK.
Is it good?
I just got it today. I don't know.
Oh, so we were...
that same collection with the Motorheads.
Yeah, it's a private press, Jens. It's actually pretty good.
We were sitting next to another team last night. Like these people just randomly walked in, but like did well in the first round of that trivia. But the guy was from Virginia, and he was like talking about Kicks. He's like, you know the band Kicks? He's like, I saw Kicks in the '80s. It was really funny. He would go see them in Baltimore, but like random guy who was into Kicks. It was nice.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about music. It just makes people connect.
So we walk into the joint, and they're playing Diamond Head. It's electric. So
Nice. I saw a video, speaking of Diamond Head, it's like a younger guy telling the history of Metallica's, and then talking about the Diamond Head connection. It was funny watching a younger guy try to explain that, and he did a pretty good job. A lot of those videos I've been seeing of younger guys, you can tell they have no idea, did no research. Everything they say is wrong.
Or AI generated.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah, and then they'd say it wrong on purpose, so you react, so they get more views. And like, no, I've only been to Baltimore once, I believe. Definitely was there at least once.
Hammerjacks.
And yes, Randy Bachman, Corey cuts his hair, longtime customer.
Brooks Roberts.
He hooked him up with. Yeah, bring up Seaferg's comment. That's pretty cool.
Randy
Which
Bachman's
one?
got a really good.
There's about 4 up.
next
Yeah, right there. Randy Bachman, longtime customer, hooked him up with the Guess Who tickets.
Nice. I saw BTO last year, and they did an entire 30-minute section of.
Did they play John's song?
It was.
They took care of
great.
business.
Yeah.
It was they blew Blue Oyster Cult out of the water. That's for sure.
Oh, no doubt. Those guys are hanging on.
I haven't heard any good. I know people that have seen them on their last 3 or 4 tours, Blue Oyster Cult, and I haven't heard good things from any of those tours.
No.
I think they came through with Styx or somebody a couple years ago, and everybody was saying that Styx blew them off.
Greetings, Hit Metal Works. Here's to you, sir.
Yeah, that's right about his brother stuttering. Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
So if you guys want to get really burned down and see my face tomorrow, I'm on the Steve Westman show, and then I'm getting interviewed by Wyatt in Hawaii tomorrow. So that'll be interesting.
Wyatt the what?
This guy, he's got a channel called Living Analog something. I don't know, but he's in Hawaii. Nice guy, but
He's kind of blown up.
yeah. You know, so I agree with some of his stuff. I'm really aligned with some of the stuff I'm not, but you know. Apparently, I need exposure because I tell the story about what happened in my record store last week, but whereas
What
I told it. Well, so I went to my main record store. I know the owner. The guy's super cool, you know. But so I walk in, and he's talking to this younger guy, right? So they're talking, you know. And so I go in. I'm looking at the new arrivals, and he goes, "Hey, Patrick, you've got a YouTube channel, right?" I said, "Yeah, you know, it's just I was just on, you know, with Rob the Wax." And the guy was talking to me, "Oh, I know Rob." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know, he's a good guy." I know him. He said, "You know, I just bought a record from the Vinyl Piper. You know the Vinyl Piper?" I said, "Yeah, I know Vinyl Piper." And he goes, "Yeah, I know Jim. You know, Record Collector News." And I'm going, "Yeah, I was just on a live stream with all three of those guys, you know." And I'm like going, doesn't say anything about me. Has no clue who the fuck I am. And I'm just kind of like going, man. Like,
did he ask you if you knew Bobby Gass?
Nobody asked me. He said, you know, but he literally ran down these other people, like, you know, and I was just like, so it was so funny. I was just like, but now I'm on this overexposure tour. So yeah.
Humbling.
So is he on? Has he got a channel?
I thought it was humbling.
No, the guy. Well, you know, it's funny. So he said he bought it's like he was talking to the owner about these really expensive records, like $1,000 records. And he said he bought one from Chris, Vinyl Piper, and I asked Vinyl Piper, said, "Hey, man, did you buy a record from this guy from Sacramento?" Yeah, I didn't even know who the fuck you're talking about. So he was just kind of like trying to fuck with the owner, but yeah, so it was pretty funny. I mean, I was just like, I was laughing inside. I was like, "Oh man, can't buy a break here." This is the second time that's happened. It happened in L.A. We were sitting there walking, you know, Rob, fucking Jim. And so the guy that talked to him, I literally walked next to the guy and started digging next to him in hopes that he would recognize me. Even started talking to him. Like, "Hey, that's a pretty good record." Nothing.
It's all right. We're the losers. We play Van Halen and we're rock and roll guys at night. We're not the same as Jazz Audiophile.
But if you don't get
Beatles.
recognized, and fucking Jim from Record Collector News gets recognized more than you twice, that's bad. I love
Zorlak. I agree. The Move are a fantastic band.
Yeah, but I thought that was a funny story. Just like, man, can't buy a break here, you know. And even the guy that's going to interview me, Wyatt, he's like going, "Oh, how do you know the Wax and Mazzy?" Oh, that's another guy, Mazzy, he knew. I'm like going, "Really?" He's like, "I want to interview you." And I'm like, "Do you even know who I am? What I do?" No.
Do you know who I am?
Well, you know, I mean,
Google me, bitch.
Do you know who I am?
More like, you know what I
Mo
do.
Green.
It's not what I am. I said, "You know what I do," is what I said. So.
Do you know who I am?
It's crazy how big Mazzy's channel's gotten in the last couple years. Because I remember when he was still a really small channel, you know.
But he's on every minute. I mean, he does a video every day. It's like,
He's almost.
Well, I mean, that's his life now. He's competing.
Well, that's his job. Yeah, it's his job.
You know?
Yeah, I know who 𝐏𝐫𝐤𝐳 is. Yeah.
I like Mazzy.
I like him too. I'm not knocking him. I'm just like, yeah. Every time I turn on Instagram, it's like.
Oh no, I only see him on YouTube. I don't go to them.
But more people know me from doing the vinyl rip stuff than anybody on YouTube. The whole vinyl rip thing is way more my lane than this is.
You know, these guys did this song right here in their farewell tour. Well, their first farewell tour. And it was
like 82?
This came out after their first farewell tour. That was in like 70. No, I'm joking.
When I bought this album, I remember the older kids were giving me grief. He's like, "Oh, what?" I don't remember what happened, but we had a conversation. He said, I said, "Oh, I bought a Who record, or I bought 2 records." He said, "What'd you get?" And I said, "Oh, I got It's Hard." He's like, "That album sucks." And then I said, "Well, I got Kids Are All Right." And he's like, "Oh, that one's okay."
Steve, the first time I seen the Who was in '69, and they were so fucking loud. They were a really, really loud band, let me tell you. But they were great.
I will say that's the one thing I like about shows nowadays Like I saw Heathen and Void in a small club, like it holds 200 people, and the sound systems are so good now that it sounds amazing, and your ears aren't ringing at all when you leave.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love the sound. The concert experience is so much better. You used to hear like a blistering lead guitar, and everything was like echoey and.
Even my own shows, you know, and I just had, as a drummer, I had the two speakers facing me. My ears would ring for like 2 days after a show.
Yep.
I'm exaggerating, but they would ring for a while. And yeah, it's so nice now.
Sound systems are fantastic.
You know, I have to disagree, man. Every show that I've been to recently with the fucking digital boards, those things sound like crap, man. I mean, they absolutely.
Oh man, you
like
hear
crap.
all the instruments. Seeing the Cure, it sounded fantastic. Like Roxy Music, I saw it felt like you were in an audiophile test room, and it's a live band.
I'll see when I go see Rush. So I mean, most of my
it also depends on the venue. You know, the newer venues have the newer sounds.
The only thing that sucks is like we're going to see Guns N' Roses at the baseball stadium. You have to be on the grass for it to sound good. Because if you're up in this, I've been up in the stands for one of the shows, and it fucking echoes, and there's no way to stop it. You know, Metallica
like that
did a
at the
good job
Stones.
because they had the speakers everywhere.
Metallica was great.
If I see a soundboard with no effects rack and just a bunch of fucking plugins, I know I'm in for a bad time, man. I mean, it's like I absolutely
when we
can't
saw the
stand that
Stones, we bought cheap tickets and we were up high.
Yeah.
So when there was when the music stopped, you had almost like a second and a half.
Yeah.
Like it was, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it was like a second delay. Like they had to be blasting at full volume for you not to hear it.
You didn't care because you were stoned out of your fucking mind and drunk out of your mind. You know, that's why you didn't care. It's amazing what a bunch of hash will do for a fucking Deep Purple concert. It's like, yeah, man.
No. This was down at the Rock Pile. The Rock Pile had everybody that was anybody before they were anybody played the Rock Pile in the late 60s, and they closed it down kind of around 71. But even before that, it was called the Club 888. And I went there with a buddy a couple of times as an underage kid, right? But it was at the Masonic Temple on
Thank you, Patrick.
888 Young Street. I seen Led Zeppelin there, actually. Their first album was only out maybe a month and a half. And then a month later, I seen Frank Zappa, you know. Same year, I seen the Stooges down there at the Rock Pile. It was a fantastic venue.
I wish I saw the Stooges back then.
Well, yeah. Seeing all these guys early is, you know, later on in the later 70s or the 80s when I went to see, you know, concerts or bands, it wasn't the same, eh? The sound wasn't the same in the first place. Different crowds.
Have you ever seen pictures of the whiskey from back in the 50s and 60s? When they had the little go-go booth up in the
they had the
where the balcony's at now.
You know me, Mr. Mayo?
Yeah.
He has a
Fireball's
video.
a great album, Rick.
He has a video of him dancing and the Whiskey a Go-Go back in the Twisted days or whatever, back in the late 60s, I think it was.
I could do without a visual of that.
Well, he had hair then, and he was still a little chubby.
One that's funny because we think about a lot of the bands that played the whiskey back in the 70s are bands that we think of as like stadium bands and stuff, you know. Like David Bowie was playing the whiskey when he
The Doors were playing the whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doors, the Standells. Yeah, it was like the 60s bands, and then like
Van
X
Halen?
and the punk bands. Yeah, Van Halen.
The most famous song that ever come out of the whiskey was by Joey D and the Starlighters, right?
Do the twist.
No, that's the Peppermint Lounge. You're on the wrong coast.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Roulette Records, right?
I don't know if that was Roulette. I can't remember. You might be right. It was a New York label.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Rush playing? Are they playing at
I don't
the
know,
Rush?
Joe
Alex,
Pesci on guitar.
What is
Alex,
it like
we've talked
the
about
CNE,
it.
the CNE Center, whatever?
I have
the
never
CNE?
seen a good live
okay.
video of the Stooges. They were always
And that's where I'm
fucked up.
staying.
Yeah,
right there.
I didn't want to get into it, but yeah, the Stooges were awful. They weren't playing like songs off their records. They were just making noise. And
So if you want to find me, I'm like 2 blocks from there, Bobby. So yeah, there you go.
I remember seeing something that Bowie, interview of Bowie, and I couldn't find it again, where he talked about how hard it was just to get them to record that album. Because, getting them sober enough,
Well, he was supposed to work with just Iggy Pop and do a solo record.
Well, yeah.
And Iggy was kind of helpless at that point. And he said, well, if we're going to get a guitar, I might as well call the Stooges back up because, nothing was working.
Levy, I forget his name.
Yeah.
Not Eugene Levy, he's the actor.
Hi, Lee. How you doing, buddy? Lee knows his metal. European metal.
It's amazing that Iggy outlived Bowie. Not that Bowie didn't have his drugs back in the day, but I don't think it was anywhere close to the level of Iggy.
No, but Bowie was a chain smoker. I don't know if I've ever seen Iggy with a cigarette.
That's true too. Have you seen that video that's going around lately of him and what's his name from Pink Floyd?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not Roger Waters. The other guy from Pink Floyd. David Gilmour. Yeah, so this is like back in the '90s, and Bowie's at a Pink Floyd show, and they were
Go ahead. Refresh me.
Yeah, he's saying, my parents took me to see him when I was
Floyd.
like 10 years old in 1969.
Yeah. That was
Gilmour's
great.
face is just like, what? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that is funny. He's clever.
What's funny is a young guy seeing that now wouldn't get the joke, but
yeah.
Do you live in Orangevale, BLM? Do I know you? I live in Sacramento, so are you in the Sacramento area?
Sacramento.
You said that like Sacramento's a small town where you just know everybody.
Well, it's not that big, but
How big is Sacramento? How many people?
well, metropolitan is probably like 2 million, but
Is the Viper Room still there?
the Viper Room? No, that's in Davis, I think.
Well, California.
That was
I
in
think
Davis.
California.
No, they're talking about the
think
Rainbow and the
California
Viper Room.
has
Is the
as
Viper
many
Room still
people.
there?
I think
I thought it closed years ago.
Canada does. I think there's 40 million people.
I live about 5 minutes from the boardwalk. So Alex Skolnick is playing the boardwalk in a couple of months. I might go to that. I might go to the Alex Skolnick show.
Okay, I'm going to sign off. Say good night.
Good to see you again, Harry. Are you going to VinylCon, Harry, by any chance? Are you going?
No.
Okay.
No.
See you, Harry. Bye-bye, buddy.
I'm not going to Chad Fest either.
Are you going to go to the Portland show in October?
Possibly. I'm going to
I'm
sell
going-
at the Seattle show in October, and then I'm going to sell at the Lake City show in November.
Because I know that I'm going to go to the Portland show in October. So
Okay, what's the date, do you know?
I think it's like the 9th, 10th of that weekend. It's a Red Hawk show. It's a Red Hawk show in Portland.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
No, not at Del Taco. I mean, the boardwalk's off of fucking Madison, man. You're talking about
I was pretty disappointed they closed all the Del Tacos here in Georgia.
Del Taco sucks.
Do you remember back when they had breakfast burritos?
Yeah,
in
they're
the
not
90s,
bad.
they had the best breakfast burritos.
The
That was
best
my
part
favorite
about Del
place.
Taco, they had crinkle cut fries. Their
Yeah,
crinkle
their
cut fries were good.
They actually had a really good burger at Del Taco.
Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah. I used to work like by Arden, but Orangeville, I mean the boardwalk is off Madison and Greenback. But I'm like 10 minutes tops from the boardwalk.
Rat are an interesting band. They're gaining in stature again because they were like wash-ups by the mid-'80s.
It's interesting
late
how
80s.
that becomes cyclical. You know?
Yeah, and now they're more of a classic band, and they were kind of like they had their height, but their height was like 84, 85.
But they were as big. They were big.
Oh, they were they were as big as Motley Crue for a minute,
The Rats in the Cellar commercial is still one of my favorite commercials of the last couple years.
Yeah, but Art and Arcade is not close to the boardwalk, so anyway.
But by 1987, Rat couldn't get arrested. 90s, they couldn't get arrested, and now they're up there with all the other classic bands. This doesn't get better than this, does it?
I seen him this tour in '72.
I love this record, but Sticky Fingers will always be my favorite.
Two different things. I couldn't compare.
Oh yeah.
This is not.
This is more my vibe. I like this record. Like,
there's some throwaway on this record. There's no throwaway on Sticky Fingers.
there's no throwaways on this record if you listen to it as a whole experience. If you're gonna go for like singles, yeah, Ventilator Blues isn't gonna cut it.
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
but it's so good. I love it.
You don't go to Del Taco because it's Mexican. You go to Del Taco because it's fast food and quick.
You go to Del Taco because you're
I love it, Bobby.
You go to Del
but I'm
Taco
just saying,
you're fucking hammered. That's why you go to Del Taco.
Comparing
like saying,
it to
when I want real
Sway.
Mexican food, I go to Taco Bell. It's just not a thing.
Stones were all over the fucking place. But they tried disco, psychedelic music, rock and roll, blues.
They didn't try disco. They ruled it. Like Miss You was fantastic track.
Well, you know what I'm saying, eh?
Yeah.
They were that talented.
Yeah, they were doing reggae, whatever they wanted, and it was still the Stones.
When they tried to do Sgt. Pepper, it didn't work out that well, though.
Yes, that was a problem.
Beatles do that kind of stuff, though. Beatles weren't that talented. They couldn't do that. I mean, they're still fucking playing the Rolling Stones. 7 fucking decades. Still out there, right? I think that Mick Jagger, he's got to be on that for him.
Pussy Galore covered this whole. I don't know if you know Pussy Galore, John Spence's early band. They covered this whole album, but it's on cassette only. It's big money, but you can get like bootlegs or whatever of it. But it's fantastic. One of the guys knew all the songs.
I was listening to Dred Zeppelin right before I came on. I forgot how crazy.
Oh God!
I forgot how crazy that band was.
I saw them. I saw them.
What's funny about the band?
I saw them in Omaha.
What's funny about the band is all the guys in the band are great singers, except the singer. Yeah, like
it worked.
The harmonies, though. Yeah, live, I bet they were a blast.
Yeah, and the whole shtick worked at the time.
Yeah. I mean,
Elvis came to me in my sleep.
I heard him, because the band sounded great. The backup singers sound like Led Zeppelin. And then he comes in with the Elvis vocal, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Elvis came to him in his sleep. I remember his interviews. Like Elvis came in his sleep and said, "You got to do a Zeppelin cover band, except reggae style, like singing my." Like,
that is such a great band name, though, Dred Zeppelin.
Yeah. At the time, like nowadays, you got so many like spoofs on bands and cover bands. And,
when they came out, it was basically Weird Al Yankovic and Ray Stevens. That was like the two spoof guys.
And Dred Zeppelin were playing the club circuit with like legit bands.
Yeah.
It wasn't like cover band night.
It was. I haven't listened to this record in forever.
It's a great record.
Oh God, this is one of the best records.
Oh, I love it. I just haven't listened to it in a long time.
Yeah, I put this on a lot because when I was changing my needle and the new, this is a test record for me. And every time I listen to this record, I like it more. This is a great record.
It's hard to listen to just one song too. I'm sitting like, oh man, you can listen to the whole. You have to listen to the whole thing. It's a whole ride from start to finish.
You know, that's the one thing I like about records. I never, like when I'm listening to singles, it's different, but when I play a record, I listen to the whole record. I don't skip through
sometimes.
It. Like I had a bad habit with CDs where I would just skip to the song I want and then change the CD, and I
still skip. I can't play Neighbors for some reason. I have to skip that.
Neighbors.
I can't do it.
It's not as bad as Rivendell, that's for sure.
No, it's not horrible, but I just don't want to hear it again. I've heard it enough.
I'm like that with
even Quadrophenia. When I listen to Quadrophenia, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I skipped a couple.
I'm like that with Locomotion from Grand Funk. That song's been covered so. I get it when that came out, it hadn't been covered a bunch of times, but now it's been covered so many times that it fucking ruins the whole record for me. If I listen, I have to skip that, you know, because it's like, what is it, like the second or third song too? It's like really early in the record.
The production on this is so good too, man. The whole everything about it just works.
Amazing, all these Fender amp sounds.
Too. Have you ever watched that, Fugitive Kind?
No, I don't even know what that is. Who is that? What is? Oh no, I don't know that one. I never got into Brando. Like, I love the Wild One. I love Waterfront. You know, but I never was a Brando guy. I was a Bogart guy. I watched every Bogart movie I could get my hands on.
I didn't get Brando until Brando and is it Cagney that did all the old gangster movies?
Well, Cagney first.
I just got into like Brando and Cagney recently. Actually, Cagney. What was his early movies?
John's got their autograph.
Yeah, I have Cagney's autograph, not Brando's.
What was the? Was it White?
What was the one with
you got a
the Dead End Kids? Was it he's the one with the Bowery Boys there. That's a great one where he goes to their hideout. Oh, I used to know this stuff. I can't remember now. This is like I am on trivia night.
I was on my flight to Brazil in like 2016. They had like 4 of the Cagney gangster movies. And I watched
I've seen all the Cagney gangster movies.
And that's and so I got into him because of that. So now I love the Criterion stuff though.
God, I can't remember.
God, what is it?
But he goes. They lift his wallet and he goes down to their hideout, and it's all the Bowery Boys, but before the Bowery Boys had their own series. It's great. And he was like an old hood, so he
Well, James Cagney was in that along with Humphrey Bogart, right?
Yeah, the Dead End might be there was Dead End with Humphrey Bogart with the Bowery Boys, but there was
it was White Heat. White Heat's the one I was thinking of.
Movie. That was
the UK London Calling was mastered by Tim Thompson.
There was 2 movies.
Yeah.
The one where he cries where they arrest him and he needs to put on a show and like he's a tough guy, but he has to. He didn't want the kids to glamorize crime, so he's like crying and
that was with Pat O'Brien.
Yeah, that's the movie I think with the Bowery Boys. I could be wrong. It's been years.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, White Heat was the one that got me into it. The one where top of the world.
The Bowery Boys were in that movie too, but it's not the one where they lifted James Cagney falling.
Yeah, maybe that was Dead End though. But I thought Bogart was the guy who was like the old hood who was talking to them. Well, Dead End is the Bogart one.
Cagney had come out of prison because he was the old hood in the neighborhood.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, they lifted his wallet, and he knew the old hideout. He went down there, and then he went.
And he was a legend to the kids. Yeah, once they knew who he was.
Well, his name was on the wall.
Yeah, that was White Heat, though, wasn't it? He's like the old gangster.
It might be.
I think
maybe it is White Heat. It might be.
The other name was Humphrey Bogart. It was on the wall underneath.
Okay, were they both in that? I can't remember that.
Yeah. Well, that's when the stock market crashed and James Cagney lost all his money and had to sell his 100 cabs to fucking Bogey. But Bogey, left one cab to him, right? What was the name of that flick? I can't believe it, right? I must have seen it 30 times.
He had a bunch of good ones, though. He had Public Enemy. He had Angels with Dirty Wings. He had...
Oh, it was Angels with Dirty Faces.
Angels with
Dirty Faces. That's it.
Yeah.
That's an
Now I know why nobody knows me from the vinyl community. Now I get it. I understand now.
I like all his Navy movies, too, but I'm biased.
Yeah.
So do you have like an anchor tattoo somewhere, Steve? Is that like isn't that mandatory to have
No,
an anchor
I almost bought one, but no, my whole leg is Japanese tattoo.
But no anchor anywhere? Isn't that like mandatory for a squid?
No, because everybody got anchor, so I was like, fuck it.
I'm not doing the anchor thing.
I thought about doing my whole left arm American traditional, though, which is all Navy tattoos. As I get older, I'm just too lazy to do it,
And it starts sagging, so
that doesn't bother me.
My stomach, the gun that did is Sailor Jerry's gun, actual gun. The guy bought his gun back before Sailor Jerry was like made out of a doorbell relay.
The guns they use now are fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it was Sailor Jerry's from like 1939, 1941, whatever. But it was like a doorbell, like wrapped into a doorbell relay.
My problem is all the Navy tattoos I want to get have become like pop culture, and all the yuppies and stuff have them now. Yeah. And
nowadays, like more people don't have tattoos than have tattoos. So.
And my grandfather and my father have he's
this is
dead,
such a
but
different
like the old
album,
Navy
man.
tattoos.
Yeah, this is a very different Thin Lizzy album. Doesn't sound the same as the later, but it's still good.
Yeah, different band.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric Bell was so good they had to replace him with 2 guitar players.
Yeah. Keep saying that.
Somebody told me that years ago, and it's always stuck in my head. I love that line.
That's funny.
Even though I love the dual guitars, I love the early stuff too. But
so Bobby, when we meet on Monday, remember you got to wear pants because these are going to be public places, right? Okay.
Well, I figure at some time everybody's going to want to go to Cosmo's record shop. I'll meet you guys there at 10 a.m. and then we'll go from there.
I'm not in charge of this thing, so I'm just a passenger.
That's good to me. I'm just saying that, right?
I've got to go.
I wasn't saying Brando did old gangster movies. I was just saying I got into Brando and James Cagney at the same time.
I had when Brando's autobiography came out, I had it for years. I threw it out when I moved for some stupid reason.
Brando did the greatest gangster movie of all time. He did The Godfather.
I had one of those life-size cutouts of Brand, you remember they used to have those life-size cutouts, but it was a promo for his biography, and it was him in the Wild One with the leather jacket and the cap, and it was full size, as tall as me. And I had it in my basement for years, and I ended up throwing it out when I moved. It was
the stories of him
so cool.
Are not the greatest stories. He's
a nut.
Yeah.
He's a nut.
Like people that acted with him, he was a pretty horrible guy.
Yeah, I only like the three movies.
They don't make good movies anymore.
They do. I think that Odyssey's supposed to be really good.
I listened to this today. This is still a really good record, man. This Hard Stuff album is still really, really good. A little expensive.
The Bullet record's better though. It's the same songs. I sent that to you, Patrick.
The Bullet record, but it's not as produced. It's not as produced.
No, it's rougher. It's all songs and then like a couple like throwaways and a couple good tracks extra.
So no, I mean what's happening is that we're all gonna go hang out with Bobby. Because some of us are gonna go meet for the first time. So it's all about we're all gonna hang out with Bobby, but it's gonna be extra stuff.
Cosmo's Record Shop, 10 a.m. Monday, a week after this Monday.
A week from Monday, yeah.
The 9th, right? The Rush show?
The Rush is, it's on the 9th. This will be the 10th.
Be there or be square.
Lee, are you going to catch any of those Rush shows out of curiosity?
Oh, that's right. Are you in Toronto, Lee?
Yeah, he's big Toronto.
Why don't you come hang out on Monday there, Lee? It's going to be everybody waiting there to hang out with Bobby. It's going to be like Ed, Mark, Darren, myself, Bobby, maybe Paul Morgan, who comes to my auctions in Toronto. And I should reach out to like Dr. Deadwax. I don't know if he's still around, but
No, he wouldn't want to see me. He don't like
great. So now that half the people won't show up because Bobby pissed them off. All right, great.
He was such a fucking pony, he was.
Who's that?
He's going to one of the shows, Lee.
Dr. Deadwax.
Where does Dan Dotson live?
Octavio just clued me in on him.
So where does Dan Dotson live?
Does he live on the West Coast? I think he's on the West Coast.
Vancouver.
Yeah, it might be.
Well,
it's been years.
If you're going to the show on the 9th, let me know. That's the show I'm going to.
What year is this?
It's actually 95 was when it came out.
Wow, it almost sounds like the band Death from the Detroit Death. I mean, not the vocals, but...
This wasn't recorded in 95, though.
Yeah, it sounds like 74 to me.
This was recorded in like 71 or 72 and didn't get released until the 90s. I want to say it was 71 when it was recorded. I have this.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I have an OG, and this is a pricey record. This is like a
yeah, so it was
record.
recorded in Pasadena in 71.
Little goofy. Could be the Bad Brains. It's interesting. Very interesting.
Talk to Mark who? Mark who, Jens? What am I missing? Oh, okay.
This is, I kind of digging this.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, he's out of the picture because Bobby's alienated him, so yeah.
I don't know this band at all.
I have the record, hang on.
Yeah, I have the Ancient Greece just did a really nice reissue of it.
How about Ancient Greece was a band?
Ancient Greece Records.
This is very interesting to me.
71, and then Rockadelic Records released it for the first time in 95.
This is very interesting. Good night, Boot Trader.
Oh wow! So they won. So Epic Records did a contest, the Great American Artist Search, and they were found, and they recorded this as a demo, and then broke up shortly after, so it was never released.
Nice.
I can't find it.
Yeah, I've got.
I have it here somewhere.
This is cutting edge. I mean, there's a lot going on here. I kind of digging this for the year.
It's got a cool cover.
I like the stop and start. I like the fuzz.
I have it somewhere.
I got this 45.
Yep. Never got better than this, Bobby.
Dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-dum.
Yeah, here's the album art.
Oh, even crazy cover.
Flip it, flip it. Yeah, mine looks different than that.
Because there was no cover, you know. They put it out after, so they came up with that weird cover.
Oh, the name of the so they won a nationwide contest called America's Answer to Black Sabbath.
Wow. Wowzers. That's crazy. If that's real.
So yours,
Well, they might have won a nationwide contest, and then someone said they were the answer of Black Sabbath. Could you imagine a contest? I mean, it's possible. I'm not.
No, they didn't
really
win it.
doubt.
They were finalists in the contest. Okay.
Yeah, I think yours is the Ancient Greece release.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was originally released in like '95 or something, and then Ancient Greece just did this last year or 2 years ago, something like that. Yeah, Rockadelic Records originally released it.
Yeah, I had the original somewhere in this house. There was the original.
I love that cover though. That's
Yeah.
a really cool cover.
But do you think the band made that, or is that just some photo that the reissue company?
Yeah, I
put
don't
out?
think I'm pretty sure that's not the band. That looks like a Mexican.
Yeah,
band.
it just looks like some cool photo to get us to buy it.
I mean, look at this is one of the guys from the band. I mean, that says it all right there. You know.
Needs a haircut.
It said it was recorded in '72 though, not '71, so I was off by.
Either way, that's a good era for that. That was fun. That was a nice education for me.
That was one that what's the guy from Noble Records? Dylan. That's one that Dylan turned me on to like 5 or 6 years ago.
So if you want an original, I'm going to sell one. So one of these points.
Yeah, but the originals are reissued, or not really a reissue, but you know.
He looked a little like 𝐷𝐿, except with straight hair too.
Yeah,
like he had a little bit of nerdness in there. Like he wasn't like tough guy.
Yeah, he did look like Uli Roth. Yes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But he's got a little more. Hold it up again. It's kind of fun looking.
It's
at these
the glasses that does it.
Yeah, but he just looks a little effeminate. Like he's not like a scary guy. Like,
and he's playing bass. So yeah.
Like a little more on the nerd side.
That's probably the only picture that remains of an original band member. You know what I mean? Or that was probably the guy that had the master tape and was like, here's a picture. This is the only picture of us playing live, and it's him.
Alex, was this an original? Because I didn't find anything else other than an original. So did you send me an original of this? Because that's really expensive.
Smooth, this one.
Got some soul.
Now do you wish to be you or just a sparrow? Just a simple sparrow. Now do you understand?
Sounds good, this one.
It's a good record. I liked it all. Oh, where'd you get that thing, man? That's it. I've got those Fela Kuti records that John sent for you, so I'll ship those off with the rest of your stuff.
So one of my local record stores, the owner is a huge Fela Kuti fan, and he's got a whole section of just Fela Kuti records, and nobody touches them, you know.
Don't make Alex feel bad. He just bought something.
Oh, I'm not. You know, I know there's people that love it. You know, it's just. It's the same thing. Ella Guru is one of the stores here, and it's named after Trout Mask. What is it? Trout Mask, whatever.
Replica.
Trout Mask replica. And the owner of that store loves that record. He's always got like 7 copies in the store. You know, if somebody brings up, I got a copy for you. You know.
Kind of like that guy that has all the white.
What would your store be made? What would, if you had that same situation? What record would be yours you couldn't turn down, Steve? Like you have a million copies. That could be one.
It could have been any of the first 4 Black Sabbaths, or oh man,
mine used to be the Butthole Surface Locust Abortion. I couldn't
like
pass that record up.
Oh yeah.
No, I meant like if you had to pick one, it wouldn't be nowadays, but like.
Well,
I don't know what.
There was a period where I was.
It could be like Born Again. My store would be called Born Again, or
every Blue
Fire Down Under.
Revolution by Night I bought for a while because everyone.
Yeah, your store would have been called Revolution by Night.
So I cleaned house with that one, and then now maybe Ursa Major, whatever that band was. That one's another one.
Yeah.
Steve's could be Stepson, so he was pushing that one for a while. So.
Oh, actually, I know what your record store. I know exactly what your record store would be called.
What's that?
It would be, Patrick's. I mean, it would be Buckingham Nicks.
I've got a lot of. I can't. Yeah,
that would be the name of the store.
Yeah, I got a few of those. Yeah, or Jethro Tull Aqualung. I got a shitload of those too. So I got a ton of those.
That would be it.
I love that record.
That's all right. All right, it's almost 10 o'clock. I got to get up in the morning and ride my bike before I do all my exposure tour. My overexposure tour. So thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you. See you on Sunday.
Do your best to piss everybody off tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do.
Do you have a bell on your bike?
On the bike trail or on the on the bike trail or on these interviews? Let me know.
Do you have a bell on your bike?
No, I have a big ass speaker that I play music loud.
No, I mean, but like if people get in your way, what do you do?
Yeah.
He says, "Move, bitch."
Right to your right, to your right, left.
They hear me and get the fuck out of the way. So yeah. It's like I don't say anything because if they don't hear the music, then what's the point of me saying anything?
You know what it is though? He's playing Fort Knox, and they're like, "What is that shit?"
I play all kinds of stuff. People
What's this guy playing the Bullet Boys?
I had a lady the other day. I was playing some. It was at a point where I was playing some Smiths, and she was, and I couldn't pass her yet because there was people coming this way, and so I finally passed her, and she goes, "Good music." And so I get that a lot. People get into it. I can see people get into it, and then there's people that get mad at me, like going, "Too fucking loud." I'm like going, "Dude, for 10 seconds of your life before I drop you."
No. You just say, "Then you're too old," and you just pass them by.
Yeah. No, it's like I've had people say that a lot. I'm like, "Look, for 10 seconds before I drop you because you're going so slow, you got to hear music." Oh, what a shame. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bobby, everybody, the Bobby Fest is on Monday. A week from Monday is the Bobby Fest. So there we go.
All right, I want to hear all about it.
We'll see Bobby at Cosmos, apparently a well-known record store in Toronto.
10 a.m. on Monday.
And hopefully it's good, because if it's not, I'll tell everyone about it. So here we go. Thanks, everybody. Good night.